Welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
Hey, very good Monday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, live right here at Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. We thank you for listening across the Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams at edmontonsportstalk.com. Tune in, iHeartRadio, Apple Music. Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening on podcasts. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Gazzola with you here, and today we got Murray McCourt and we got Josh Classen in the house. Gents, thank you very much.
Big show today,
you guys.
Big
Thanks
show.
for having us.
All right.
How are your Celtics?
After a slow start, we're
you know what? They're
we're
better
climbing.
than I thought they would be.
They dominated the
climbing.
Lakers.
Well,
Yeah.
Was it Friday or something?
you know, when you're missing Jason Tatum for the entire year,
I know,
our expectations cannot be very high. So you can't hack on me if your team beats us this year because we don't have our
When?
best player
When?
all year. Well, we're only one game behind you right now without our best player.
Game and a half.
Game and a half.
I know.
I think we should be pretty proud.
Knicks will go 7-2 in the rest of the month, though, so they'll pull away.
7-2.
Yeah, they'll beat the Raptors tomorrow to go to the Emirates Cup semifinals.
Oh, yeah, is that happening this week?
It's tomorrow. Saturday, Tuesday.
Saturday, Tuesday.
Semis will be Saturday. Tuesday of next week is the final.
That's weird.
It is a little odd, but they're all on Prime, right? So it's whatever Prime will.
Is there prestige in this Emirates Cup, NBA Cup, whatever it is, or is it kind of
I think so.
I think
Yeah.
the players care.
yeah?
A little bit.
Yeah, I've heard like Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson talking about it, and they're like, for us, it's more important for guys who are on rookie contracts because they know now they're getting they've got a $50,000 paycheck just for qualifying to play Toronto.
Yeah.
If they get to the semis, like it's 100, and then it's 500 each per player
Nice.
if you
Yeah.
win.
Not
So
bad.
if you're-
500,000 a
Yeah,
player.
so if you're on a rookie contract or you're a bench player, I mean it's a good, nice Christmas bonus.
And if you're a top player, you want to make your team happy.
Sure.
So
Help
let's
those
go
guys-
get
help
this
those
and let's
guys out,
go
yeah.
help these guys out because they're going to have a really good
Yep.
Christmas.
Yeah.
What is the bottom salaries in NBA? I don't even know. I mean, obviously
What is
the
league
top
minimum?
guys are getting
I don't
major
know, yeah.
bank, but
Yeah.
like I don't know what like because
Like, what's
if
a rookie-
you get
what's a rookie
500,000,
contract?
you'd think that's almost like half of their
Right.
salary.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
because if
it
they're
would be
800,
multiples of what they're.
Yeah.
well, it probably 800 would be.
Like what? Okay,
So
what's
24-25, the lowest for rookies is 1.16 million.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay, but
And
what's
if you are, it says increasing significance with tenure, reaching over 3 million for vets with 10 plus years. So, yeah, it's 1.2 almost if you're a rookie, 1.9 if you have 1 year experience, 2.4 if you have 5 years experience, 3.3 if you have your 10 years experience. Is kind of the breakdown
you think
of your
about-
minimum salary in the NBA.
you think about that though. That's like getting 50% of your wage as a bonus.
And on top, because is that 500,000 just for that game, or is it everything combined?
No, I think it's just that game.
So then
plus
you've also
then
won the 50,000. You've also won.
I think so. So like Tyler Kolek is making $2 million a year for the next 4 years. So you throw an extra 500 on top of that.
Yeah.
That's a nice payday.
Yeah.
Not that he's broke to begin with, but
Yeah, but I mean, you just think at anybody's level, if you make $50,000 a year, and all of a sudden here's an additional $25,000,
That's
significant.
substantial.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's whatever. You just get the one number.
Okay,
Because it says
so-
players on teams that lose in the quarters will make 51,497.
Yeah.
Players that lose in the semis a little over 100. Players that are runner-ups a little under $206,000, and then champions just a little over $500,000.
Right.
That makes sense that it's that way.
And as a fan, I care more about games in October and November. You see the fancy court, and you're like, oh, this game matters.
Except the
Except for the Lakers.
the Lakers. No, there was the Timberwolves or was it the Bucks with that line
The green court?
Green one, yeah.
I think they're neat. Like it looks like old Nintendo games. Remember when?
Yeah,
Those
you
weird
don't need
colors
them
back in
all
the day.
time, but
Yeah.
it's good. And like the Knicks last night had their Heritage Court, That old logo is so good, and like the checkerboard inside the key. Oh, and the jerseys with the bone jerseys,
bad. That
the
one is
green
a good one.
jerseys.
I
so
can
good.
imagine that would be good.
So good.
What about like historically, if my memory serves me, the teams that are typically at the top of the standings haven't been winning this in-season tournament. Is that correct, or is my mind kind of
So Lakers won, and then the Bucks won.
And Lakers were good that season to start.
and then they weren't to finish. Poor Matty.
Well, they had a rough. Then they went on a stretch that like at that point of the season they were actually on a really good run, and then they fell off. Got to the playoffs. NBA last year.
Yeah, and
How was
then
OKC?
OKC choked last year, and the Bucks won. But like this year, so the Knicks have to go play in Toronto tomorrow, even though they have a better record overall than Toronto. But Toronto has a better record
in the
cup
tournament.
games,
Oh,
right? So
that's interesting.
technically, you're on the road for
Okay.
Because the Knicks were 3-1, where the Raptors went undefeated in the cup.
But
this year?
they're second.
Yes.
Okay.
Because points 4, they lost out on points 4. Knicks are third, Raptors are second.
I assume OKC
Raptors
has a
are,
loss,
but
though, right?
Raptors went undefeated. Knicks went set. We're 3-1,
Yeah, I know, but the
so it went by record.
but the other team.
Oh, I see. Knicks Heat. You're saying?
yes,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, and then
on the
Orlando.
On the other side, it's got to be OKC though, right? Because they only lost one all year.
OKC,
Lakers, Spurs, Suns.
Yeah,
So Lakers should be able to beat the Spurs.
Phoenix is good again. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
no,
No, they're still in it though.
The cup they are.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
just
like,
a little
what the
over
heck's
500
going
in the
on
regular
here?
season.
No,
They took
they're
down the
not.
Lakers a couple
Yeah, well, I
weeks
can
ago.
tell by your reaction. Thank you.
OKC it'll be OKC and the Knicks probably.
Okay.
The Knicks,
if
the Knicks
they
are
do
the Knicks are the best team in the
Yeah,
East out of those 4
It
teams.
kind of comes to the Thunder want it or not.
well,
It's the thing. Like that's that.
You
Well,
could
I'm
you
getting
get
there.
2 championships in one
Yeah.
calendar year.
This
right?
is why I think these things are cool.
It's
Because
amazing.
the fact that you can be like, we're just running the table.
Yeah, we're gonna win the champ. We're
We're gonna go championship.
They could have had 4
Yeah.
had they not choked last year. Right? You could have had, and then if you win this year, because nobody's beating them in the playoffs.
Barring injury. That's the
It
deciding
doesn't
factor.
matter. They're 15 deep.
Well, it's also
one guy fouls out or gets injured. You just well, we got another guy.
they also have the
just as
draft
good.
capital that if there is a true injury before a deadline, they could go get almost any player that they want.
Giannis.
They fleeced the Clippers.
That was the big one.
Yeah.
For Paul George.
Right.
What is their salary at? Because I mean, the escalators get pretty pricey.
But a lot
on
of those guys
salaries.
are on young.
They're so young.
Oh, are
rookie-
they? Okay.
Some of them
So they're
like
rookie
couldn't even like
deals
drink pretty much
still.
when they won the title.
Yeah. Yeah.
so
so
they got a
no,
lot of rookie contracts.
salary cap is not an issue for them right now.
Yet.
It will be.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's why you win right now.
And that's why they have all these draft picks, which then, if they're smart, they can move things around. This season, in terms of cap space, oh, that's not right. I don't want cap space.
Thunder up.
Total cap is what I want.
Did you go see a lot of OKC Thunder games?
I went to one against the Raptors. And they
Okay,
just
yeah.
destroyed the Raptors. It was when Westbrook, Durant,
The big
Ibaka,
3.
Harden were all there.
Serge Ibaka.
Yeah.
Have you jump on Spotify and search Serge Ibaka?
What?
Yes, amazing.
The Thunder have the 20th
He's got some great
biggest
songs.
salary in the NBA.
Whoa.
They're the 20th.
20th biggest salary.
that.
Cavs are the
That
biggest.
much better than
Then the
everybody?
Timberwolves. Then the Warriors. Then the Mavericks. 4th salary. What a great, well spent money with
Yep.
the Dallas Mavericks. Then the Lakers.
Have you listened to Wah 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 in Wah?
I've listened to them all.
Okay.
He was one of my top listened to artists in 2025.
That is not
I had
surprising
no idea.
at all.
I had
Serge
no
Ibaka.
idea. Champion.
That one's good. That's good.
52 million listens. Tayari, 9 million. Lego, 12 million. Gatemint, 875,287. Wah, 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 in wah, 42,000.
Serge
Good
Ibaka.
stuff. Yeah.
Some good stuff.
It is good. It is good.
Funk
Sorry, I didn't
do
mean to
Ibaka.
totally derail this and send it into NBA talk.
How many views do some of yours on
On
there
Spotify, not that. No, we're not approaching 12 million.
You're
No.
not, eh?
No,
Not yet.
No, got about 12.
12.
We don't promote it very much though.
just missing the million at the end of that.
I've made 0.00007 cents. So
All right.
yeah.
Onwards
You
and
made
upwards.
something. That means you're a professional artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Did you watch golf this weekend?
Not really.
Who won? Because it was the hero.
Well, it was two guys.
Oh,
were,
the hero was Matsuyama in over Alex Noren in a
What other
playoff.
golf were you talking?
well,
The Crown Australian Open.
Oh my God! I was going to ask.
Oh.
Is Liv even happening this year? Or?
But that's not a live event. It's a
not a
DP
live
World
No,
Tour.
because
But
this is-
yes.
Rory was
but
in this.
half
There was
live,
actually a
half-
pretty
It was a
decent
stack.
course.
It was a good field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was this
Peterson
weekend.
won.
No way.
Yeah, over Cam Smith. Cam Smith
Smith
blew
actually
it
had
on
something.
the 18th.
Cam Smith actually was competitive.
He blew it on the 18th.
What did he
At
do?
home in front of his fans.
Sorry, who won?
He missed like a 4-foot putt.
To force a playoff?
It would have forced a playoff, yes. Yeah.
Who won?
Because
Sorry?
Peterson hit it. Rasmus Peterson. Near guard Peterson. Yeah.
that a
There
record?
were, and actually, Liv Guy won the Australian Open last weekend. David Puig.
Who?
Puig!
Oh my gosh! Like, what is going on?
Carlos
with Liv?
Ortiz
Henrik
was
Stenson's
in
out.
there.
What's going on with Liv? Who's like?
Stenson's
is
gone.
Anybody?
They're going to 72 holes.
Yeah, I heard that.
saw
Are they
that.
getting
Which
any
now
more players?
doesn't
that
make
are any
sense
good?
for their name.
They picked up who's the guy that just he gave up his Laurie Cantor.
That's
had-
going to
he-
get the fans.
Laurie
watch-
Cantor
paying
qualified
attention.
for the PGA and he turned it down and went back to play with the Majestics. So
You can't say no to the Majestics.
you can't.
Yeah.
It's been a long-standing thing I've always thought in sports is when the Majestic come calling, you pick up that
Can't
phone.
say no to that.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
Lee Westwood, Ian Poulter, right? Those guys.
I'll always love Ian Poulter for his Ryder Cup stuff. I will always love Ian Poulter.
Sure.
He turned it around in 12 for the Europeans. He's always shown up at Ryder Cups. I'll always love Ian Poulter.
But you're not turning on
No.
Live Golf just because Ian Poulter's there. You're
Not a chance.
Not a chance. Yeah. Like,
No.
Unless you're Josh Classen, I don't know who the hell does.
You know,
You should
because
get
of
like
you,
an ambassadorship role with them.
Yeah.
Should.
Like at the very
I
least,
really
like free
should.
merch sent to you. At the very least, and clubs.
I want some Legion 13 stuff.
And a bunch of
and a
clubs.
couple Torquay hats.
Every year, brand new clubs from one of the guys from the year prior should go to Josh Clausen because he's fighting the good fight that
I
no one
am.
else is
Yeah.
wanting to
Yes.
fight, which is
Come
live
on.
golf
Who
is
doesn't want to watch
enjoyable.
Rom, Hatton, Caleb Surratt, and Tom McKibben dominate the field?
because of you, I subscribed to their channel. I watched it for a bit.
And
5 minutes.
It's still
and you
there.
It was
golf.
entertaining,
It's golf.
and the production was improving. And then I remember this past summer, I was like, "Why is a live golf event coming up on my screen?" Oh yeah, I subscribed, and I unsubscribed.
Unsubscribed.
Yeah, I'm
I,
sorry. I tried.
I learned that last year
tried.
they weren't allowed to wear shorts anymore.
But then they still did.
But then they still.
But the rule was you're not allowed anymore.
Yeah. But then the very next day, half of the guys were still wearing shorts.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure. I think the rule was that on Sundays you had to wear pants, but then even that kind of went by the wayside.
So there's no
later in
control over these
yeah,
golfers.
No.
So the golfers
They
are
own
running
the league.
this.
It's a party vibe. That part I liked.
The
Like,
shorts is
yeah.
who cares?
It looked like a good time.
Well, that was the thing, though. It's like one of those, like, we're going to allow shorts, and also we're not going to allow shorts, and it's like changing things.
Yeah. But a lot of the places they play, it's just too hot to wear pants.
And 72 holes. What made that decision? Because that was one of their things. Oh, it's 54 holes.
That's
Like,
the
yeah.
name. They are called LIV because LIV
Yeah.
is
5-4.
yes.
Yeah.
In Roman numerals. They
So
are
they gotta
now
change their
going
name.
against their name.
They want OWGR
Yeah.
points.
But the one thing I heard was it's not going to be that helpful because, to a degree, they've all slipped so far that if it's comparative of who you're going up against, and none of them have big points, so it'll be hard for them to climb back up because they've all fallen so much.
Yes.
The depth in those fields is so minuscule. Like, who cares? Like, it's like if us four go play golf and we create our own tour, and it's us four are the tour. Boy, I shouldn't get any points if I beat you guys, should I?
But
No.
they'll get points for the majors, and hopefully, if they have enough showings there, it could bring up some of those guys' values, and that could help start bringing those up. I would assume is kind of the plan.
And right now they're getting points for playing DP
Right.
and on the Asian Tour. A lot of those guys are playing Asian Tour and DP World events. Although apparently the DP World event door is going to close. It was great to see those guys playing against. Like just let them all play. Let them play whatever tournaments they want. Who cares? Why, if the PGA players are so much better, why can't you allow some of the live players to play those events? Why?
On the PGA
And then
Tour?
Because those live players went and got the bag, and I'm not getting the bag.
They were all getting the bag.
Not
They're
that
all getting
bag.
the bag
Not
now.
that bag.
Yeah.
Although, have you heard some of the rule
These
changes that the
signature
PGA
series
wants to do?
events are with no cuts.
Yeah. Those
Come on.
Well, have you
would
heard
not
the
have
changes
happened.
coming
They
to
would
the
not have happened if
PGA?
it wasn't for the live. I agree.
Have you heard that some of the changes coming to the PGA?
What are they
potentially?
doing?
Yeah, they're going to cut back on the.
They're
going to
go to 22 tournaments or
Yeah.
something.
Potentially. It's
They're
not
going to get
decided.
rid of the West Coast swing, likely.
Oh, they're going to look like live just without teams.
Well, it's one of those like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, there's way fewer cards available to guys, fewer paths.
It's one I don't stand behind the PGA on this one.
No.
This is awful.
But
Like,
it's not finalized, I don't think, any of those decisions.
No, but it's being rumored enough that they've already got rid of the Century, so we're not going to Hawaii to start this year.
That was weather.
Get that.
That was weather.
But I think they can't. Like, I also think that they use it like they wanted to get rid of this
Probably.
tournament.
But that was they're in such a drought that they can't play.
Wow.
Wasn't
that
that
course.
last year that
What
event
are
wasn't the wind like 800 miles an hour and like almost
Yeah.
unplayable because of wind? I don't know if that's normal in Hawaii at that time of year or not, but that's not fun.
changes.
That's absolutely
No.
not fun playing golf in wind like that. Holy.
No.
So I got to see if I can find some of these changes that are being rumored. Yeah, number of full-time memberships has been reduced 125 to 100. Mm-hmm. That's one of them. It's just, yeah, they're going to have the TV numbers, but this might be the one that pisses people off. Like, the fans have stuck behind the PGA. Don't piss them off more.
Well, Rolap, the new commissioner, right? His whole thing is because he came from the NFL. He wants scarcity. Why is the NFL so big? Because they have so few games. It's appointment.
They're trying to
fee,
expand.
Right? And I'm like, what? No. Just
Yeah.
put a tournament on every weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
People will watch it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will.
Guys want to play too. I mean,
Well, you're
they're trying to
watching
make
live.
money.
For crying out loud.
I'm watching DP World 2. I was watching it yesterday morning. My son's like, are we watching? And then I fast forward. He's like, are we watching a recorded golf? I'm like, well, it's Australia. It was this happened last night, overnight while we were sleeping. My PVR is just full of DP World
Wow.
Tour events.
You are a golf addict. There is no question.
You
about
are a
it. Like,
fiend for it.
I do watch a lot of golf.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Internet Invitational?
I did not.
I know Murray did.
I saw, actually, you know what? I was having, I was out
got
having
hooked.
dinner
I
somewhere.
got sucked in.
And I'm like, is that Fat Perez? Yep. It's kind of neat.
FP.
What? I
Yeah.
don't even know what this is.
So the guys from Bob Does Sports. or
Great
Bob
guys,
Does
great
Golf.
show.
Bob Does Golf? Bob does sports.
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 Because I've seen him do pickleball stuff.
Who's the other one? Dave Portnoy's.
Yeah,
thing. What is
Barstool.
it? Barstool.
Yeah.
So they put up $1 million. They got a whole bunch of like golf influencers and YouTubers.
Yep.
To come and
they'd hear
they
about
played
this.
like a Ryder Cup sort of.
Yeah. It's
style,
kinda neat.
And then recorded it.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, those videos didn't really need to be 3.5, 4 hours long. But I got sucked in.
Yeah.
I watched probably 2 out of 4 hours of each of those videos.
It's a neat concept. Yeah. And it's like influencers basically.
So they're probably not that good. I mean, some of
Some of them are good.
Some of them are great.
Like
Some of them
Fat
would
Perez,
probably
I
be,
think he could be a pro player, or he was, or something like that. He's just a big fat
the
dude.
Bryan Bros. What's
Yeah.
his name? He was. I think he was on the tour for a while. Wesley Bryan.
Oh, maybe.
And then who was the guy that won? What was his name? Brad Dahlke. He played in the Masters. So
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
It's- Yeah,
some
he's
of
pretty
those
good.
influencers.
He's pretty good if he
some
can
of
play
those
in the Masters.
influencers are good golfers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them are just
They're just there.
Yeah.
yeah.
It is. I found it very fascinating.
Same
The
in-
ones that aren't good are usually have the best personalities, though, and so they're the most entertaining
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah, like, I
the good
dug-
golfers are dialed in. They're trying to win. The other ones are just
Yeah.
You see them.
Like if you relate it to hockey, if Frank Saravalli put on skates, no one's going to tune in to watch him skate. I wouldn't think.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of hockey guys, in that same mold that certainly can't play hockey.
But that's the beauty of golf, I think, is because we all play it. We're all hackers,
Yeah.
except for you. You're a pro, but
it also lends itself better than almost any sport
Yeah.
to that kind of YouTube.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to mic up a bunch of guys playing shinny.
No.
Just heavy breathing a
it's
little
not gonna-
bit.
That's not going to be entertaining.
No.
And even like you couldn't do 3-on-3 basketball. Even I don't think that would be
Yeah.
all that entertaining.
I agree. It's different.
Yeah,
then
Baseball,
curling
maybe?
You could do it with curling.
Yeah, you could do curling.
Baseball would be just possibly.
Well, baseball, they do the, as part of the All-Star game, don't they have like a celebrity softball game? Yeah.
They used to at least.
Or they did, yeah.
I
It's,
don't know if
it's
they-
kind of like that.
Yeah, but in golf though, it only have to be during the shots because I mean, you really want to hear two guys yakking up the fairway about.
Yes,
Some of these guys,
the
yes.
most
They're
entertaining
hilarious.
These guys,
part.
yeah, you're wanting that
influencers you're
banter.
talking about.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're
because
funny,
probably
yeah.
chirping each
The
other. and
cart
stuff.
cam stuff is the best.
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Because
The shots out. Who
That's
cares?
why people like the when we had the match plays and stuff. You know, they're all carted up, and you're listening to them talk in between shots to try to get you going. It's
Kind of like what was the one that was just on the other day on Prime in the morning on Thanksgiving?
did they have something?
It was Xander and Shane Lowry played. It was 4 of them. There was $1 million on. Or
I
no,
did not
it was-
know of this one.
It was the Skins. It was the Skins.
Was it the match?
The Skins came back. Yeah, it was great. It was super entertaining.
Skins game. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Remember those from like the mid?
Yeah.
So that they brought Amazon Prime brought it back, and
I wish I knew
they
that one.
mic'd up the 4 guys. Well, I'm sure you can watch it on Prime. It was entertaining.
Where'd they play that?
Keegan Bradley took almost every.
That's
skin.
what he won.
Almost every skin.
I
except
saw
for
that
the
he
last
won
one.
something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was getting chirped a lot for Ryder Cup stuff, and then he
Isn't there something with Rory and Scotty coming up?
Yeah. Champions.
Brooks.
Some. It's on Golf Channel and somewhere else. That's on the 17th. But that's like, they're not really, I mean, they're golfing, but they're also doing challenges. So like the first challenge is a long drive challenge. And there'll be a putting challenge and a chipping
kinda fun.
challenge.
Is TGL coming back?
Yep.
I was just going to ask.
Yeah.
December 28th.
So I was
Interesting.
going to ask though. I probably have asked you this before, but how into that did you get compared
TGL?
to? Yeah,
I got sucked in.
You got
I didn't
sucked
watch
in.
it live.
you're easy to suck in. I get this feeling.
On golf, yes. I didn't watch it live. I watched it recorded,
Okay.
which was great because much like Live, because it's not like a premier sport, I don't have to hear Eric ruin it for me in the morning on the sports updates. So I can still watch it like the next day.
He's not going to Atlanta beat Boston yesterday. It's a potential action. And Kraft was going to watch that tonight.
Boston
Jupiter.
Common over New York. Yeah. No. So yeah, I'll watch that. But it's good if you can just. I don't like the in studio stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they had to have made some changes. You probably know what they are. I haven't paid
They
attention.
changed the
yet.
green.
Well, the green didn't break down last
yeah.
year.
Yeah,
They redid
there
the
were
green.
problems with it.
Yeah.
Well, the technology too. Like I'm sure they're still using Tiger's technology, but those guys know exactly how far they
yeah.
hit clubs. And
Yeah.
for me, I was kind of out when. I mean, I think it was one time it was Tiger. I mean, he's whatever yard. He was 125 yards. He's going to hit that within 3 yards either way, this way, that way, and he hit it like 25 yards long. I'm like, no, he did not do that. That didn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, one of those though was that they gave his teammate purposely gave him the wrong yardage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Whoops.
they told him like 65, and it was 165. And they were like, well, we said 60. Well, like, obviously, you're 165. He's like, I'm looking at a screen. I
Yeah.
can't tell I'm 165 or 65.
Yeah.
But yeah, they intentionally, and then they were ripping on him for that. So
It's a neat concept. Like I would have it on in the background. I wouldn't like really I didn't want to hear what they had to say to each other. I didn't really care. Golf
the
chirps.
hosts
Yeah.
were not great.
Wasn't Scott Van Pelt part of that?
Yeah,
was
he
the
does
main
like
guy.
he does the halftime, and then I did not enjoy
No.
that part of it, but it was better than. I mean, you guys, your on camera broadcast performance during the World Cup draw was so much more well organized
Good job, Matty.
than the actual. Have you seen any of the actual? Did you hear any? Well, I mean, you were
We
on
were
air.
watching.
Yeah.
We had the sound on.
You did have the sound.
We were
on?
watching in the
I
conference
only
room
muted
too,
it once.
or boardroom.
You could probably guess when I muted it.
It was horrific.
It was even soccer fans were ripping this one
They
because we used to
forgot
have
to
the
throw
Champions
the
League.
videotape at times. The whole the guy in the crowd is trying to crack jokes with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's not responding. He's just reading the prompter.
Yeah.
Shaq clearly was told stop messing around after he tried to have fun at the beginning. And then Gretzky doesn't know how to pronounce any country.
What
not
countries
Canada.
was it? I heard
North
that.
Macedonia. North Macedonia.
It's
Jordan.
not that hard.
Did he go Jordan?
Jordan.
Caraco.
Jordan?
Yeah.
For Curacao?
Caraco.
He looked at those and he's
Caraco? He said Caraco?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Like they should have you could also just see him and he was out of it like right off the bat. He was like, you probably shouldn't be in this group. Like this is a pot that is tough. Like go put him in pot A.
Yeah, where it's
we
just
England,
Egypt.
Spain, like this Brazil. He's gonna get those right.
Was he
Let's
drunk,
move
though?
Tom
No,
over
no,
here.
no.
And let's have Tom Brady try these ones, or let's have
Yeah.
Aaron Judge has never won a championship. Maybe he could do this pot. You know,
Pot
like
where you open it up and there's 4
Yes.
countries that it could
Yeah.
potentially be. Yeah.
The winner of
Like that's the one where somebody should have probably went. Wayne is not for this one.
Sure.
Let's go Shaq even, because if he's going to mispronounce it, he's going to have fun mispronouncing it. He's going to do something with it.
Yeah.
But this is the World Cup. It's on a big stage. Like in hockey, the play-by-play guys get given the proper pronunciations of all the names in advance.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah.
So
I think
Gretzky
they were.
was
Because he was said at one point, he's like, I've been practicing this one all morning. And then he tried reading it.
well, did someone tell him what it was then? Like that doesn't make any
It
sense.
was, but that was not the worst part of it. It was so poorly organized, and the hosts were horrible.
The guy in the crowd, who was that?
Don't know.
Yeah. Like he was
No
making like
idea.
dry jokes and you're like, was that like an attempt at a joke or
No. Don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he's some soccer guy.
Yeah, probably.
At one point they said he's going to be in some movie. He's in
Okay.
some soccer movie.
okay.
Soccer movie coming?
Sorry, a football movie.
No, like, I mean, like,
soon.
actually curious. Like, I didn't know that there was a movie coming out.
Yeah, there's some
in crowd.
yeah.
And then even at the end, like where they say goodbye to everybody, and then Heidi Klum, she kept talking, and it was I'm like, is this over, or is she just?
No,
Danny
it was,
Ramirez.
was brutal. In
Yeah.
fact, the most entertaining and the most organized part was when Infantino was on with the all the leaders. That was the
man.
best part of the entire thing.
Ugh,
And it wasn't great.
no, that was.
So who was in charge of it all then?
I have no idea.
FIFA would be running that likely.
Okay.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart was bad. Heidi Klum was bad.
Yeah, and the thing's like, no one
was.
cares about all that extra stuff.
No.
Like, Bocelli was great to start. He's always
The
wonderful.
Lauren Hill performance was good. though.
Except, like, for her, like, the crowd's just sitting there.
Yes.
So, like, I know it's like, well, there's Lauren Hill and everyone's just quiet.
Yes.
Just get to the draw.
Agreed.
Like Champions League has done it. People like were like, we apologize now to Champions League and UEFA for what they've done every year for this because they take forever too. But they actually like it's much better run. But the draw's fun, and once they got to the draw, it was enjoyable. After
Sure.
that.
Yes.
That part, like that's all people want to watch, and everyone's mocking it. And it's like I saw a British announcer be like, "We're an hour into this, and we know that the 3 host countries are going to be the 3 countries participating in this. By the time the tournament starts, maybe we'll know who the rest are." Like, it was long and drawn out for no reason.
The skits I didn't need either.
The skits were and the constant every time they tried to open up one of the balls to get the name out and they struggled with it. Every time.
Yep.
You're doing such a good job. You're doing a good job. Oh, you're doing a good job.
Okay.
I'd stop. Stop.
So for us non-soccer guys like me and anyone else that's watching, I'm curious because we talked about it so much on the Hangout last week about how did the show go with the draw here? Obviously, maybe better than that. And then also, how's Canada going to do now that almost to all they're going to be playing?
Draw here was great. We had a couple bottles of wine open up.
Oh, thanks for the invite.
We had some,
You would have loved it, Murray.
We had some candy. Grabbed some nibs. Scott Laurie from Co-op, he showed up.
He brought in a bottle. What did he bring in?
Donut liqueur,
Right.
for the coffee. I didn't try
Good
it
to
this
see
morning.
Redbeard.
So it was. We had a lot of fun.
All right,
we
good.
were enjoying it. Like it was taking for everyone to get to the draw and stuff, but we had a wonderful chat. It was
Yeah.
the right people. having
you
a
had
chat.
wine.
And we had brought in some Canadian wine.
And the rest
Just
of
to
us
get
were
us
sitting
through
in
it.
the boardroom and we're laughing. Well,
Laughing at
Reed and Dusty were getting really into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the draw happened, and it was exciting to just see how it played out and trying to figure out where things were going. And then Canada's group, as you know, it's all going to be dependent on March. If Italy's in this, it's a difficult group. If Italy's not and it's Wales, it's a pretty good group for Canada. We'll see. The Switzerland will be tough. Qatar should be a win. We'll see who that group is. But even if it's Italy, Italy has not played well for a while. They have not been good.
Did you see Shinetti with Del Piero?
No.
It was a good interview. Del Piero was pretty honest. He's like, we're a little worried. It's not going, we're not playing well. So, yeah.
I am legit worried that they're going to, like,
Yeah.
people don't realize, everyone thinks Italy, the soccer powerhouse, 4 World Cups,
Certainly my
they're up
assumption,
there.
yeah.
They have not played in a World Cup match since 2014, which is just ridiculous.
How big into soccer are you?
Not at all, but I was just going to say that my favorite part of the coverage was when you kept ripping on Rio for, I'm going to move them to,
Yes. I'll make this decision and move it here. So one of the hosts, who actually is a Manchester United legend, like there's certain rules that have to be done. Like only 2 UEFA nations could be together. You can't have 3, or you can't have every other confederation. You can only have 1 in each group. You can't have 2 to try to mix it up and stuff.
so if one of those countries gets drawn, you can't put them in that one. You have
So
to
you have to go down the list.
okay,
and
okay.
like, so this is just the rules. So be like, well, this country can't go into group F, so we're going to move them. Like, it's naturally they have to go into L. But Rio was going like, I'm going to make the decision here, as if he's like this all-powerful man for FIFA.
man.
I'll move them to Group K.
And he specifically made, like, you want to know something? I feel like they should be in Group L, not in Group H. I'm going to move them into L. Like, no, Rio, this is you have to do this. These are the rules.
Okay, so he didn't actually. He was just
No, but
pretending like he was going.
presented
to.
That's
as
the
a-
way he was saying it. Yeah, he was just present. He was just kept going like, and he did it multiple times. I will put them here, and we're like, what? What are you doing, Rio?
He was okay. At first, I was like, this is good. Rio Ferdinand doing the hosting, and then it got weird. Then I'm like, maybe he just lost it.
I don't
I
understand
feel like he
why
got
he
better.
wasn't.
As I had the
But
opposite.
I thought the show was getting weird.
stilted, and then he got a little more confident and relaxed. It felt.
maybe
I
as-
didn't get
as
the
it went on.
reason for him
Yeah,
because I
That
don't
was the
think a
other
lot
thing.
of people know that aren't soccer fans who Rio is.
Yeah,
That, and
I had no idea who he
and he
was.
has no
Same.
like it,
Yeah.
he's not a Canadian American or a Mexican even. So it's like, why is this Manchester United legend who's on TV in the United Kingdom doing this? You couldn't get someone else, or like, I don't know that part. I just
well,
didn't
his
understand.
co-host is also a British broadcaster as well, isn't she?
I
think
don't
that's where
recall
she
her,
came from
but like it's very like get.
because they introduced her
Yeah.
as broadcast legend.
But that was like get me.
not in North America.
Get me the CBS Sports people, where it's like Thierry Henry. I know he was doing Fox or something like that because you want like bigger names, but also they're an American audience. So there's like the global world will know who they are, but the North American world will also know who they are. Get Kate Abdo to do it even. It's one of them. Would have been much better. But
I
the
also
group
just
for
think
Canada's
if you
pretty
just
good.
had a broadcaster do it, it doesn't even have to be like a soccer-related broadcaster.
well, Rio.
just get a broadcaster to do it.
Just throw James Duffy
then
up there.
and then it can be done properly.
Yeah,
They'll
professional.
know how to throw in and out of breaks. It was so bad.
Yeah, well, you heard what we said it should have been.
What?
It should have been the TNT NBA crew.
Oh,
or
yes.
the old thing. It
Yes.
should have been Ernie
Yeah.
Johnson with Shaq, Kenny, and Chuck, and give them no prep. Like, just let them do it. Hey, who cares? Let them not know what's
guideline.
going on, but they're gonna have fun with that.
I
They
don't-
should have done. It should have just been those 4. Put them out there. If you're connected,
Didn't look like Shaq had a whole lot of prep.
no. But then he was all stone face after and just
Yes. Well, after he blocked Kevin Hart,
yes.
and then clearly someone got in his ear and was like, no, this is not the NBA on TNT. You stop it. Because he didn't say a word after that.
Maybe Tom Brady was the one. Like, Shaq, that's not how we do things.
Oh, well, and they were. You could kind of hear them crosstalk because their mics were open at one point while the hosts were talking. And you could hear Brady and Shaq talking about something. And then all of a sudden they kind of stopped mid-sentence. And so someone obviously
Yeah.
said, no. Your mics
because
were open.
that's the problem with the draw that we had. The boys were having a little too much fun.
Yeah.
Well, how can we get it right here in this studio during the hangout next time?
Get what next time?
The draw.
It was.
I know, but the real draw. The real draw here.
Think of the numbers
Matt
we'd get.
Iwanyk, the host of the World Cup draw in, what is it, every 4 years?
You'd have
Yeah,
to
I'll
you'd
rig
have
it
to bring
so
back
bad
those
somehow.
kids from that skit to
That
teach
explained
you,
it?
to teach you how to do the draw properly.
That was the part where we just kept talking, and I didn't need to pay attention to what was going on with that. I'm just glad it's now we know kind of what's going to happen. And now we can move forward to June, to March, and have a better idea of the group for Canada. And
Who do you want to see out of that? You want to see Wales?
well, I want Italy.
Well,
Like
of
I
course.
want Italy in the World Cup.
Sure.
So and I will cheer for Canada over Italy in that match. I know there's a lot of Italian.
Who's the best team for Canada to come out of that group?
Well, the worst would be either Northern Ireland or Bosnia, but it's unlikely. But Wales coming out would be. Canada just beat Wales a couple months ago.
Okay.
So like that it opens things up. But like Italy is also one of those that if they get through, it's one of those like you could sit there and be like they're not that good right now.
Right.
That they are beatable. The one thing the Italians always were known for was the defense. They're not going to give up a goal, and it's going to be playing some boring soccer for everyone else. But they're not giving up that goal. They're going to play big defense. They don't even have that right now.
They get scored on like 5 minutes into every game.
And they didn't dominate the teams that they should have dominated. I'm very concerned about them.
That's where the Oilers coaching staff went.
Yeah.
They went to Italy.
But yeah,
Nicely
it's,
done.
but I still want Italy in because I would rather see them in it, and then like Canada and Italy can both qualify still and move on. So that'd be fun. But I'm seeing a lot of Italian Canadians that are going like I'm cheering for Italy if they play.
If someone could teach me how to place a bet online,
You're in the right spot.
10,000 to 1 odds for Canada to win the World Cup might be worth
No,
Few
a shot.
shekels. Yeah, I
No.
don't.
I know you're saying no, but how amazing would that be? It'd be
Even if you put
fantastic.
$5.
Yeah, I was thinking 10.
Well, sure.
Sure. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
100 grand, no problem.
Yeah. And what I
Could you imagine?
$10 to fall out of my pocket.
only
Whatever.
countries
Yeah.
from South America or Europe have ever won the World Cup.
There's always got to be a first time. Oklahoma City had never won a championship before last year.
Yeah,
Thunder up.
there isn't a salary cap or a draft system to keep things equal.
I know
level.
it's unlikely. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you want to know something? And all those books out there have been like, please give us your money. We'll take that free money.
But
We have no worry about having to pay you on that one.
Yeah.
What would you be like in the final if Canada made it to the final? You had $100,000
payout?
bucks
So
in
would
your
they-
pocket
Right.
if they win. You'd be.
I would take the early. I would take the early payout because some of those will do.
yeah,
will offer
you
you
can cash
right?
out.
They'll be like, all right, we'll give you half of
Yeah.
that or
Okay.
whatever.
So it's
Take it.
10,000.
I'd cash out.
We said?
Definitely.
100%.
Definitely.
cash out.
especially if they're playing some team that's probably going to roll them 6-0 or
If they offer me,
No, you want
on
to
my
say if they're
$10
getting to the
bet.
final. Like if they're going to a World Cup final, I don't think we're sitting there going they're getting rolled in that final because they got to that final.
I would
fair.
probably cash out too.
But
I think that
So
would be
is
the
this-
smart play.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you could watch without.
so it's $1,000 win.
No,
whatever.
$10
No
would be
stress.
$1,000
Who
win.
cares?
Yeah.
Oh, is that all? Okay.
10. What's that? Sorry.
$10 would be 1,000 win.
I thought you said it was 10,000 to win.
10,000 to 1.
Yeah. So how
The odds.
Okay.
So
So if you bet
if you bet
$10,
$100
$10, it's not
if you win
100,000?
if you win it's based off of 100. If you bet $100, you'd win 10,000.
This is why I don't gamble.
Yeah, that math.
That doesn't make any
That doesn't
sense
make
to
any
me.
math sense to me.
So whenever you see numbers, it's based off of $100 bet type thing. So if it's
That's
a
too
plus
rich for my
money,
blood.
if
Too
you put,
rich for my
if you
blood.
put $100 down,
I thought it was
you
to
win.
$1.
No, it's to 100. So you win 100. If it's minus, you have to bet that amount of money to win 100.
10,000
it
to me
breaks.
means it's 10,000 to 1. See, I'm not a gambler either.
No.
Yeah.
No. Never mind. I'm not betting it.
Yeah.
That's not as good odds as I thought it was.
Do it.
It's not the odds I thought they were.
But they weren't winning anyways. Like the thing is, can we get to a round of 16? Would be a huge win for Canada.
So what's that bet?
I don't know if they
Is
have
that prop
right
there? I'm on Play Alberta right now, just looking.
See, you're in the right spot. You want to place a bet online?
Play Alberta.
Bunch of gambleaholics around here.
I do not want any. I
I'm
don't
with
want
you.
to start at all.
Yeah, because then that cut into your green fee money that you spend in the summer.
That's right.
Or it could get you green fee money to spend in the summer.
That's it. See, this is the the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other side.
You only hear about gambling the wins. You never
That's
hear
right.
about the 100 losses before the one win.
Here we go.
It's true.
Canada elimination. To be eliminated in the group stage is plus 160. So again, if you bet 100, you win $160. That's how that works.
That's to get through the group stage.
That's an
into the-
elimination. No, when they get eliminated. So that's plus 160. So you're saying they're not getting out of the group.
Okay.
They lose in the round of 32, that's plus 175. If they lose in the round of 16, that's plus 300. So that's not bad. Quarterfinals plus 745. Semifinals 2,500. Runner-ups 9,900. And then obviously winner is they've got it as winner 25 to 1. Like, yeah, no, it's not 10,000 to 1 odds.
I was just
That's no.
on
It's-
TSN.
You saw
when the-
plus
after the draw
10,000.
came out.
That's
Plus-
what it is.
Plus 10,000.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
You gotta take,
okay,
so it's
okay.
1,000 to 1 or whatever it's called, or it'd be 100 to 1. That'd be considered 100 to 1, I believe.
I don't know.
Yeah, because you take away the last.
That makes
three.
more sense.
Yeah,
get-
10,000 to 1.
Let's get him going on Play Alberta.
No, that's where
Let's go.
I had to figure that one out there quickly there.
No.
Just toss him your phone and he'll get you.
We'll get
loaded
you set up.
No.
Yeah.
I love Dan from Play Alberta, but no. He was my former neighbor.
Really?
Yeah. He used to live right next door to me. He built a putting green in his backyard and a sand bunker right in front of it.
So you were in heaven, going over to his place, have some beers, and
But
I'm going
is
to be
it-
honest, Dan didn't do a very good job of it.
Oh, no.
So we never actually really got to play it.
my aunt and uncle in the city, they have a big green
Yep.
and practice area in their backyard, and they don't golf.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He spent a lot of time, but I don't think he had the right grass seed for it.
It was
and
real
then-
grass. It
Oh
wasn't-
no, yeah. He had like he was leveling it all out and
you
trying
can't
to
do
smoke
that
it. And then he was
yourself.
seeding it.
Oh,
So yeah.
yeah. If you're
How
going to
big-
do
and
that, you got to
Trying
do it right.
Trying to hand mow it with the roller mower.
No, okay.
So it didn't quite take.
How big was his backyard?
Our yard in that little cul-de-sac, we
Yeah.
both had like giant pie lots. So
Oh, okay.
I think we both had like a third of an acre.
that's pretty big.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah.
How many times did he scull one out of the bunker and hit your house?
No, we were shooting back towards. There was a field behind us with
okay.
trees.
So if you
Nice.
sculled one,
yeah, it was no big deal. There
big
were no windows. No windows in the line of fire.
well, that's smart.
Yeah.
At least he did that part of the design right.
Yeah. So no, I'll do fake turf.
Yes,
when
that's
I
what
do
my
mine
aunt
in
and
my
uncle
backyard,
have. Yeah.
Maddie hates
I don't
the
wanna
fake
mess around
turf.
with- I know, and so do I. But
For a lawn, yeah. If you're doing a golf thing,
yeah.
that's different.
no, you can't do fake turf for a lawn.
Yeah.
It looks awful.
My parents have it. They have so little area for grass in their place.
And I still think it's wrong. I don't care. Like
If it's a tiny little spot like that,
It
sure.
is, yeah.
I think.
Do
you
they
put
have a
something else up.
hassle with like leaves and stuff though?
No.
Really?
Well,
They vacuum it?
I don't know. They just got it last year.
Okay.
The house is like
'Cause
brand new.
This is my concern. Is like, how do you clean it? You'd have to clean
My
it.
mom would probably sweep it.
A blower, like a
Or yeah, my dad's got a leaf blower.
blower.
Yeah. He's got a very powerful one.
yeah.
He's
that
proud
would
of
work.
that thing.
would work.
Like the snow's gonna melt and it's just this bright green thing. I know.
I do like that.
Yeah,
aspect.
that
I
part
think
is
that looks
excellent.
terrible.
I like that.
Well, it's not supposed to.
No, I
The
don't.
grass shouldn't look immediately green.
I think it looks.
Yeah, I think.
I
it's
mean,
fine.
there's such a small like.
Yes, if you're in a little townhouse.
Yeah, well, it's a bungalow, but like the lots are so small now, and they had to get it landscaped a certain way to fit with the rest of the community. That yeah, my dad's like
rock on the front of
Yeah.
it, and
it has to have some stone
My
element.
parents, the house they just sold, it had to have rock. The neighborhood when they built, it had to have rock on the front. And my dad he's a weirdo, but he's amazing. I love my dad. He decided, I'm not paying for rock. I don't want rock on the front of my house. They were like, no, you have to have rock. He's like, fine. What he did is he built forms and then poured concrete into them and colored it with all kinds of different dyes and stuff. Worked on this for months and then poured his own concrete forms and they looked like rocks. And he like cemented them onto the front of his house. But he was so adamant that he was not going to be told he had to put rocks on the front of his
Wow.
house that he came up with this concrete solution. He's a concrete sculptor, so he had fun with
And
it.
how did that go over with the
Nobody
makers?
knows.
Wow.
Nobody
Wow,
knew.
that's impressive.
It looked so good. It looked like legit rock.
Was that in Lloyd?
Yep.
Wow.
Now he's built. They went to Europe for supposed to be 4 months, but they went for 3 because my mom she wanted to come home. She got homesick. So my dad was like, "Okay, I'll take you home a month early, but I need a project when we get home. Let's sell the house and build one more." And my
Wow.
mom was like, "Okay, if that's what you want to do." And I think she thought the house wouldn't sell very quickly, or this might drag on for a year or two. House sold in like 3 months, and so now they're in like a not an old folks home, but kind of like an old folks home.
Yeah.
And they can look out their window at their lot and see their house being built.
cool.
No, that's a terrible idea. My dad is there all the time.
You can see it being built.
No,
You're gonna watch it.
no, it's brutal. He'll call me and be like, "There's supposed to be 5 guys on site today. I only see 2. No trusses up yet." I'm like, "Oh, this was a bad idea. The house will get built when it gets built.
Well, yeah,
you
it's
do
not
not need to watch every
not going
second
to be
of the
done on
progress."
time? Whatever
No.
they say, if they say it's 4 months,
No.
it's going
And
to be
he's
7
acting
months.
as the GC, right? So he's angry at all his subs.
I respect this.
love it.
I
But it's
respect this.
completely off the grid. No HVAC. It's all heat pumps,
Sweet.
solar, and then a battery pack in the garage.
Really?
And then he's buying some of the new electric cars. You can go vehicle to grid, so you can sell from your
Yes.
you plug your car in, and you could sell back to
Yeah.
grid from your car, or you can power your house with your ar, or you just power your car.
So he's doing
So-
like the geothermal thing?
No geothermal.
Oh, okay.
Where they are, it didn't make sense.
Where
to
in
do
Lloyd
that.
is this?
You know where the Windsor Plywood is?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of right across the street from there. So,
Oh, wow.
like behind the co-op.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was empty, right? That
Yeah.
that was a field for decades.
Right.
Now there's a little shops area, and then they've got a new development going.
It's an interesting town.
Yeah. So I'm like, how are you going to sell this house that doesn't have a furnace,
Yeah.
right? In Lloyd. Like, I understand the heat pumps, I'm sure will work. I know you've got this all planned out. This is going to be good, but how are you going to sell this house? He goes, "That is a problem for you."
I was about to say that's not his problem now.
Well played.
I will not be around when that house needs to be sold.
So how are you going to sell the house?
I don't know, but maybe it's trendy by then. Maybe by the time he passes on,
Get some
people will want to be off the
environmentalist.
grid.
You'll have to move there. You'll retire and move to Lloyd in that house. 'cause
My
you won't
wife,
be able
I'll
to
be
sell it.
divorced. See,
Honey, let's move to
yeah,
Lloyd.
no,
Moving to Lloyd.
my wife would not. That's not where she wants to go. Somewhere warmer,
Well,
not to
fair.
Lloyd.
Yeah, but they got 2 A&Ws on both sides of the road.
Do they have 2 A&Ws in Lloyd now? Yeah, I should know that.
So you grew up there then?
I did. Yeah.
Did you play junior hockey by chance?
No, I was not good enough to play junior hockey in Lloyd. I going into grade 12, the Bonnyville Pontiacs said I could come be their backup goalie, and my parents were like, "You're not moving to Bonnyville for grade 12 to be the backup goalie for the junior hockey team."
That's
no,
logical.
and so I
Okay.
retired.
All right. Well, I
that point.
was going to thinking
Focused
more of
on
the
my rap career.
Lloydminster Bandits.
The Bandits were just as I was of age. They were just around that time, or maybe just past me.
Okay.
No,
'Cause
the
I was
Blazers were the junior A team. The Bandits
Bandits
were the junior B team.
right?
I went to go play for the Blazers.
Did you?
Yeah. I remember
What year?
this would have been 2003. And I remember
long gone by then.
it was a while ago. And I remember it was right before they got new owners and became the Bobcats. My dad's like, "So you're gonna move here?" I was like, "I don't think so." I remember I went into the locker room. It's like Bill Hunter Arena. It's like the same layout. And I know they've renovated a whole bunch of stuff since, but I get in
Was
the
it
locker
the
room.
new arena?
No, it was the
Civic Center.
Civic Center, yeah.
Oh.
And I go in the locker room, they're like, "Welcome to the Blazers."
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, and I'm looking and I'm like, there's no like locker rooms. This is the home locker room. And there was like this old
Yep.
carpet with like
Yep.
one exercise bike that was the same that my grandparents had in their basement from like 1985.
Apparently, the new facility's really nice.
I believe, like, yeah, because they needed a new arena, but and I was like, I'm going to be like the 13th forward on one of the worst teams in the league. And my dad talked to the coach. Yeah, and I was like, I'm just coming home. And I got an offer to go to Melfort to play for the Mustangs.
Yes.
I'm like, I wasn't going to Lloyd. What makes you think I'm going to Melfort? Yeah, and then they called whenever they would come through town to play like Sherwood Park, Fort Sask.
Melfort would have been
Sentinel.
a fun town to play junior hockey.
I had to Google Melfort.
Yeah, that would have been.
and-
You would have been a king, even as the 13th forward.
It's like 5,000 people at the time.
That's why you'd be a king.
Yeah.
No.
Eric Gripa was on that team that year. I told him about that. I'm like, we would have been on the same team. He's like, oh, cool. Didn't care. And then, yeah, they called whenever they were coming through to play the loop here. And they're like, do you want to come play? And nope, I'm good. I'm stick to
What do you
junior
think
B.
about that, Brad? Like those teams being able to recruit guys out of the cities in particular, like who wants to go live in Lloydminster or Bonnyville or Whitecourt or Olds?
Well, I ended up doing news
to get
there.
away from home.
Yeah.
For some.
I can't imagine like coming from overseas to play for.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I get it.
But like
Sherwood
some of the
Park,
Blazers,
Grove.
they would have imports, and I'm like, you're a junior A team in Lloydminster. How are
Yeah.
you getting at this import?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they got into a bar fight like the few days after I left because the season was starting, and they had to cut a bunch of guys and trade guys. So yeah, they asked me to go back, and I was like, I'm good. But then I got my practicum with Stacey Comer at Newcap.
Yes.
CKSA.
So you ended up in Lloyd
And my
anyway.
parents were like, what the hell? I'm like, guess I have to go now.
It's a magnet.
Yeah.
Lloydminster. It
was meant to be.
Yeah. That's a great station though. There's a
It
lot
was.
of good broadcasters. Came
Yeah.
through CKSA.
It's so sad that it got shut
It's
down.
the same with the radio station out there, the GOAT.
Yeah.
A lot of big radio people had to go through the GOAT.
The GOAT was past my time. That came after.
Yeah.
That was one that
That was when you knew Lloyd was a city because it got an FM rock station.
Wow.
The GOAT.
And there was Lloyd FM in our building with Kurt Price. Do you know
Did they
Kurt?
rename it Lloyd FM?
It was Lloyd FM, I believe, when
Okay.
I was there. It was mostly country, I think.
Yeah, it was CKSA right
Yeah.
when I was there.
Yeah.
And it was all country.
Yeah.
All the time.
It was Lloyd
Where
FM.
did you get your start? Because you didn't go right to CTV Edmonton.
Lloyd.
You did broadcasting in Lloyd too.
Yep. CKSA and Lloyd, and then Saskatoon, and then Toronto, and then here. So,
So you moved up into some better cities in a big hurry then.
yeah, it took forever. It was like a year and a half in Lloyd, which felt like
Always weather though?
forever. No, I was a news reporter, and then I
Okay.
was going to quit. I hated it. Hated being a news reporter.
It's depressing, isn't it?
Yeah, like you guys, sometimes you got to talk to people when bad things happen to them.
Yeah.
And I'm not cut out for talking to people, like shoving a mic in their face. How do you feel about blah, blah, blah?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that wasn't for me. And so I wanted to do sports, but they wouldn't give me a sports job. They gave me the weather job instead. They were like, do weather for a while, and then you can do sports. And I had to do ag. Weather and ag at the same time.
yeah.
I didn't know anything about either of those two things.
I
But it was awesome.
I called potash potash.
Potash.
Yeah. Stace called me in one day. It was like my second or third week. They sent me to a farm in Sask, and I'll do this like 4-minute thing. Editor didn't even bother to tell me I have to revoice it.
No, of course not.
And she goes, Tom, come sit down. I was like, oh, okay. Hey, she goes, good story yesterday. A lot of informative stuff, but what the hell is potash? I'm like, that's the fertilizer. She's like, it's potash. Do you
Thanks,
not know
Gilbert.
what potash is? I'm like, no, I'm from the city. This is my first time on a farm.
Yeah.
She didn't get rid of me.
It's,
Thank God. Thank you, Stacey Comer. You're the best.
Yeah. You can make those mistakes in a town like
Yeah.
Lloyd.
Yeah.
that's what they were there for.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I forgot my name the very first show I
What do you mean you forgot your name?
I forgot. I got to the end of the newscast and I didn't know who I was. I completely blacked out.
No way.
I was running out of time and the regular anchor was standing beside the camera counting me down 5, 4. She's like, just say your name and say goodnight. And I was like, I'm good night. I got home because I was living with my parents because I'm on practicum, and my mom's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Well, I'm going to the bar. Yeah, I'll let you know tomorrow if I still have a job. Then I'm okay." Yeah, No one ever even mentioned it. So
Yeah.
Yeah. It wouldn't be the
happens?
first person to have done something like that, I don't think, and you
No,
won't be the
no.
last.
Far from the last,
But I
yeah.
realized, like, in broadcasting school, they never tell you how to end a newscast.
Nope.
Ever.
Nope. They really
tell you
don't.
how to like start, how to read the scripts in the middle.
Sure.
But if you're running out of time at the end, how do you like tighten it up, and how do you get out? I never learned that until that night.
Have you ever gone back and told the radio television program here, hey, you got to teach this?
No, but I do tell that story every semester. I go and talk to the RTA kids, although it's not RTA anymore.
It's
They've
something
changed the
else in
name,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Apparently
yes,
they're
I
adding-
tell them that story.
They're doing a survey and they're thinking of adding, Nate, it seems like maybe a influencer program.
You know what? I know you're gonna.
It's a career now.
That is a job.
It is
I
now.
dated influencers.
To do social media,
But it's even just doing social media for companies
for
or
a
all that. There's a
company.
lot of companies out there that don't know what they
can't-
hire people.
That's true.
My wife's company, they were like, "Oh, we'll just get one of the receptionists to do it." My wife's like, "Absolutely not.
Yeah.
You have to hire someone. That is a full-time job.
Yeah.
And they have to be good at what they do.
Yeah.
For it to work.
girl-
I don't think that's a bad idea.
I thought like it's like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like there probably should be courses on this now where best practices of how to do
Yes.
certain things, what is best, what is right for certain industries and other industries.
Yeah.
Like, no, how do you best way to deal with it? Like I was like, that's actually a pretty smart program.
Yep.
The girl I was seeing not long ago, she's an influencer, and I'm like, how do you do this stuff? And she goes, well, I got to do this. Takes this much time to edit. I have to storyboard and stuff. I was like, oh my god. And then she was telling me how much she was making. I was like, oh my god, well done.
Wow.
Well done. Yeah.
Well, with our
But
social-
it makes sense.
Social media at the ranch, I mean, it's evolved so much over the last 3, 4, 5, 6 years that
Sure.
I used to do 95% of it myself, and just throw a tweet, this, that, and the other thing, and it's just got so big and it changed. Like there's stories and there's reels and there's this, and I was like, okay, I just pay someone now because I don't have the time
And
or
it's
effort
probably
to learn
more
all that stuff.
effective now, right?
Yeah, I mean, I did pretty well in the time we ended up having
That wasn't
a ton of
that
followers.
wasn't a slam, Murray.
Yeah,
at
well,
your
you always try to subtly slam
Wasn't
me.
a
I get it.
slam at your social abilities,
Right, but now I have someone that actually spends some quality time doing it and,
Right.
and ups it with video and different things. But I mean, I had to take that step, and I was fine to give it up too. I'm good not doing it anymore. But yeah, like it's changed so much. So
Yep.
it's taking a class like that and then further classes. I mean, lifelong learning is so important because it's going to evolve. You get down that class and now I know everything, but now in that space too, everything changes. Like
By the time you graduate, everything that you've learned, now you got to
learn something different.
Yeah,
so
that's
you
true.
got to stay on top of it for sure.
That makes sense. You're right. Voice of reason.
I know how you feel though.
Yeah, I
I
roll my
feel the
eyes,
same
but-
way.
I don't know if I was working with you. I have a bad death story. Like one of my first 6 o'clocks at CTV.
Yeah.
There was an SOT, sound on tape, from an Eskimos Stampeders game that I put in there, and they didn't roll it. And it was Joel was at the desk, Aaron was at the desk. I don't know if you were
Must have
working.
been a noon show.
No, it was 6 o'clock. It was like a Friday. They called me in.
Oh.
And it was like my first like weekday 6 o'clock. And I was like, like this is a big time. But it was in the summer, so whatever. But you were working a couple of shows with me, and I was like, holy crap, I'm with like the A team here. This is scary. But maybe it was Richard Ozero that day. But Cookie
team.
forgot about
The
Richard.
B team.
Cookie came
And now
in.
he's literally the B team.
Yeah.
He's
Is he still doing that?
Yeah. He's a bee farmer.
Awesome.
Oh, Richard, yeah.
He's a big
he was a neat guy, like good dude.
Oh, he's so smart and
Yeah.
just yeah.
Very easygoing. Well, at least with me. Anyway, so they didn't roll it, and I had thrown to the
it,
video, and I've got them in my ear. They're like, just hang on, we got it. And then Joel's like, read, and Cookie's in the studio like. I could just see his head holding his head with his hands, and I'm like, what? I'm like, and then they finally got it, and they screwed up my prompter too.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So it was like a triple whammy, and I was like, oh my God. I got through the rest of the sportscast okay, but
That's why we don't have sports anymore, Tom.
I probably ruined it 15 years ago, yeah. But Cookie just like put his hand
Those
on my
things
shoulder.
happened so frequently, though.
But I didn't know
that
how-
it's- No, I didn't.
I-
And until you have to do it 2 or 3 times to learn, oh, okay, this is how I handle this situation. Yeah, no, you can't teach that.
So I
You
was
just got to go through it.
Yeah, I remember Joel looked at me too. One of my first shows, he's like, "You nervous?" I'm like, "Well, my grandparents have only been watching this show from the day they moved here from Italy 50 years ago." And he's like, "Good luck."
Well, it's a good thing you didn't get into sports though, because you'd probably be unemployed right now, or you'd be working for EST.
No, you'd be that good.
Oh, hey.
Well, but
you don't
sports-
think I could have
There is
parlayed
no-
that into?
There is no
TSN.
sports on.
Yeah,
well,
come
sure.
on.
Could have been
Okay,
fully doing TSN.
I mean,
You could have been on
sure.
Raps broadcast.
That's right.
Well, yeah, you'd be the play-by-play guy for the
No,
Knicks right now.
it was a blessing that I did not end up in sport. I would not have enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed what I do.
Talk about like the involvement in that space. Like sports used to have their own like half-hour shows and things like
Sure.
that. Now it's like gone. I don't even really understand why, but it's actually
Why?
great for EST.
Because of this right here.
Okay,
Phone.
but-
Highlights. You could get highlights whenever you want.
But
YouTube.
you can get the weather anytime you want to.
But it's harder. Like, but we all look at those apps. Part of that, we look at apps, we see different things. But it's one like we can look at that and guess. But it's like, okay, when is the cold spell coming? Someone actually telling us. We don't know anything about weather, but highlights. You can still watch highlights.
Yeah.
And he still throws out his weather blasts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Plus, the one thing about
the apps are a killer.
the one thing
There's no way around it.
but
Yeah.
it is sellable weather in a newscast.
Well, so sports. Look at the success of EST.
In a newscast, I don't know. Did sports ever really get sold during newscasts?
Yep.
Were they?
Yeah, towards the end.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that kind of kept it around for a little while.
Because you can't sell anything else in the newscast.
Just weather.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to mess with the integrity of the cast and all that, right?
Yeah. Well, I used to advertise on both CTV and Global in their sports. You know, listen.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I spend $0 in TV.
Is that because there's no sports, or is that because your dollars are better spent somewhere else?
Well, both. My dollars are better spent somewhere else because there is no sports, and people that play golf typically are into sports. So why
It's
am
a
I
great
gonna,
association
Why am
for
I
Well,
gonna
they're
advertise?
also they're also interested in whether or not the weather's going to be conducive.
This
to
weather
their
blast
round
brought to you
of
by the Ranch
golf.
Golf and Country Club.
So yeah, I mean,
But the percentage of listeners that
No.
are watchers of your weather forecasts that are golfers is a little smaller than those that are wanting to find out how many strokes Tiger Woods won by in the Masters last.
True, but like on the screen in your golf cart, you could have like someone there saying, "Hey, welcome to the Ranch Golf and Country Club. I hope you enjoy your round today. We're headed for a high of 15 degrees this afternoon. The wind's going to be light out of the southeast. No chance of showers or thunderstorms. Enjoy your round."
And if you're wrong and it rains early, people are
I'm
coming at
never
you.
wrong, Murray. Come on.
We are getting a cold spell coming, are we?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
It's common.
how long does it look like?
That's the question. Okay, so the American model and the Euro model have us back to around -5-ish by Monday or Tuesday of next week.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
The Canadian models, which I generally at this time of year seem to perform a little bit better, has this lasting through to Christmas.
Because I
There
used
might
one
be
of
a
those
couple
sites
days,
you've sent
like
me, and
back to like -8 to -11 for a couple of days, middle to the end of next week. So hopefully the Euro and the American
So we're cheering for those models
are
right now.
onto something right now. But yeah, it'll be close to -30 for a couple mornings later this week, and in the -20s
Gross.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, probably Sunday as well.
for the daytime highs.
Daytime highs in the -20s. Yes.
I'm going to ask you the most ridiculous question that I get asked a million times. What day is my golf course going to open this spring?
It's the same day as it always does. It always opens, right? It's like somewhere around the middle of April. Isn't that about
We've
right?
opened in March twice.
April 12th.
Yeah,
Like
like,
2026.
That's my mom's birthday.
I feel like
She'll be able to go celebrate
We
at the
go
ranch.
away
Perfect.
the first week of April every year, and I feel like most courses aren't open when we leave, but the majority are
When you get
if
back.
if not when we get back, very shortly after we
Yeah.
go back. So middle of April.
Okay,
It feels
but
very Masters.
I was.
Can you open
Yeah.
before the Masters? But generally,
yes,
okay,
yes, please,
Masters
yes,
will
please.
happen, and then you'll get to go golfing.
So you do get like almost 6 months of golf in Edmonton, even though everybody's like, it's such a short season.
That's true.
Right? So you get May, June, July, August, September, and you get half of April and half of October.
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah.
But a
great.
lot of people don't do the fall golf because it's too cold and stuff like that, and they miss out on some of the
in
best
the,
golf.
in the spring, people will golf. You'll be packed in the spring in 10-degree weather. And you're right. In the fall, no, you're not.
Because you're
It's gotta be-
acclimated to the heat, and then it's getting cold again. And it sucks.
No,
My
it's-
kid, we walked out of the simulator yesterday. He's like, "Oh, it's not bad out." I'm like, "It's minus 11."
Yeah.
He's like, 2 weeks ago, this would have been freezing. I said, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair, yeah.
You do. You climatize.
The difference, though, Tommy G, is you get excited to play golf because you haven't
That
played
too.
golf for 6 months.
Great
and
point.
then at the end, okay, you've been playing golf, whatever, 2-3 times a week for 6 months. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, you're fat and sassy and
Fall
satisfied,
golf is
right?
great.
Yeah.
Fall golf is the best. I'm full on simulator season right now, though.
You have a good spot to go to,
Got a
or do you move around?
I got a couple spots.
Yeah.
Couple
I got to do a few of those this year.
places.
I've done
That's great.
two.
Nice.
Well,
It's
are
nice
you-
to just get the swing.
You
on.
you were healthy this year for the first time in years, and you hardly even played. Is that just because work was too busy, or
Yes.
do you miss it?
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Well, then find time.
I would like to.
This is why simulator season is the best for you
This
It's
would
fun.
because it's always open.
be pretty much.
You could slip
There's in
slip
Winnipeg.
for an hour.
In
or
Winnipeg, I
Yeah.
walked by one that's open 24/7.
Sure.
Like that is
Really?
amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd love to be like, I can't sleep tonight at midnight. I'm going to go kid around.
There's one opening like on
Across the
a
street.
block away from
Yeah.
our place. Yeah.
The golf factory on the West End here in the city.
That place
you
is
can.
amazing.
Yeah, you can. If my memory serves, I mean, unless they change it, if you bought a membership there, you get like an access card to go in whenever you want, 24/7.
I have heard that
That's
too.
cool.
So then you can access like if you're a shift worker.
I
you
should
can
look
go in
into
at 2 in the
that
morning.
again because we were there last year. We went and the guy told us that, and I'm sorry if this wrong, but he told us if you're a member, you can only book an hour at a time, though.
What?
Yeah, that would be
and
really strange.
If the bay was still open after, then you could extend, but you could only book an hour at a time.
So it says guaranteed 1 hour of TrackMan time per day based on
Yes.
1 hour slots from 5 a.m. till 11 p.m.
What if you have a group of four?
So do you?
It says
do
for
the
members,
four of you book
get an hour each.
Hour after
Well,
hour.
it says they will be
back to
guaranteed
back.
1 hour. And for those looking to play rounds of golf as a group, they can be combined. So 3 members
Okay.
together
Okay,
playing golf
so you
will be
could do
given 3 hours, 4 golfers will
Well,
get
that
4
makes
hours.
sense then.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
anticipate their daily member usage to be roughly 60%, resulting in 247 members, partially filling 378. So then you could
It is
possibly
nice
take out
playing
that.
those TrackMans, though.
It
They
is
are
open
cool.
24 hours per day
Oh,
for
there
members
you go.
only.
Yeah.
Tee times still need to be booked online. 7
What's
day
a
advance
membership?
bookings. Starting as low as $158 plus GST.
For a membership?
That'd be monthly.
No.
I don't think that's monthly. It's a
That's
pretty
monthly.
significant bill. But there's an initiation
No,
fee,
an
I
adult
think.
monthly is $185, so it's $2,100 annually. If you do couples, it works out to be $320 per month. Juniors, which is 14 to 19-year-olds, is $110 a month, and students 19 to 25 with proof of post-secondary is $145 per month. There is also a winter-only one, which is $280 a month for adults. And that's October 1st through April 30th.
Is there not an initiation fee?
There is a wait list. It says join our wait list. Wow. So I don't know if you could just pay right off the bat. There are then guest rates. It doesn't say anything about an initiation.
It's a busy spot. Well, and that
And it's so convenient for
you.
just right across
Yeah.
the street, right?
and then you look at
Well,
that
for
country
us.
club tour group. They had one in the Kingsway area there. They built one.
I had
They've got another one
membership
right
there.
across the street.
They
Yeah.
opened another one right across the street. And my understanding is they're adding a third one because they're that busy.
Yeah, it's always full every
Yeah.
time I'm in there.
Yeah.
Every time. I was there yesterday, and it was
That's one of your spots.
packed. It is one of my spots.
I was a member there last year.
Because I have the card, and so it's cheap.
Yeah.
Get the discounted.
Do you do the CCT in the summer too?
Yeah, I'll do the package, right? The outdoor and indoor.
Yeah.
It's just the best value.
I did the indoor last year.
You golf 3 times, or you go to the simulator 4 times, and it's paid for itself.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
yes, and I take my kids all the time. Like we're there every weekend.
It's a good time.
So
It's just fun.
yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah.
It's just nice to get the swing going.
Yep. I had 2 events to do. I had a breakfast and a luncheon one day, and I had just enough time, and it was in the Kingsway area. So I threw my clubs in the car, went and did the breakfast, went and hit balls for an hour and a half, drove to my lunch.
That's a day.
It was amazing.
That's a
best.
day.
I need one in my. I'd like to put one in my house though.
That is my dream.
That's your dream.
In your
That's
house,
yeah. Spending and doing it right.
So
Like
my wife,
spending the
my
money
wife has agreed
and getting it done.
I can put one in, but I can't put it in the garage. I have to build a separate structure for it,
Oh, so just okay.
which is even better.
Yeah.
But it's going to cost.
That's going to cost a
Yeah.
lot more money.
Yeah.
And if you want the best technology, it's not cheap.
No. So it's probably cheaper to just go to the simulators,
Yeah.
than to
But it's
own
nice
one.
to just
but
have one. But
Yeah.
you also want it to look aesthetically pleasing. Like that, to, or at least I do. Like I want,
I don't-
something
I-
that just
I don't
is
want it
like
in my
a
garage with a
screen
bunch
with the
of
thing.
garbage.
I
Rashad
want
has.
this full
Yeah.
nice green,
Rashad's
all that.
setup is not bad.
I want to
Yeah, but-
build a full man cave with that type of thing.
I can't get around. Yeah, the man cave thing.
Nice TVs,
Yeah.
you're watching sports, nice loungers.
The garage thing, neat, but something about it. I want it done right, like Maddie's saying.
Yes.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Kelvin Van Dassler, isn't there a huge golf simulator getting built at River Cree? It's Top Golf-esque.
Yeah.
Right.
It isn't Top Golf. I think when they first launched, they said Top Golf was coming. I think they think that's what Top Golf is, just like Kleenex. It's a thing.
It's actually
Tissue,
the brand.
But it's the brand.
Yeah.
Because Top Golf, remember, came up and was like, we have no idea what's going on with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they are in 2028 or 2027.
Is it the same company as Calgary?
Launchpad?
'Cause Calgary
No,
has
that's
Launchpad,
different.
right?
That's Launchpad. This is River Cree outright.
Oh.
And it's arcades and Top Golf
I
looking
heard
like
a
thing.
rumor from someone that they were discussing bringing back a full golf course.
Yeah, that was part of
conjunction with River Cree.
when they announced
Have you heard this rumor too?
Yeah.
That would be
I'll believe it
competition.
when I see it.
when River Cree first
How
announced.
long does it take to build a golf course, Murray?
3 years minimum.
3? Okay. Yeah.
When they announced massive new renovations and expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it was redoing the golf course and a bunch of these things.
The old Indian Lakes golf course.
I believe that was supposed to be it. Yeah.
And they found munitions there,
Yeah,
right?
from World
Isn't
War
that
II.
why-
It's not happening there. Like, I'll believe it when I see it. Okay. I don't believe it. And I can tell you this, we're already having numerous First Nations tournaments already rebooking at the ranch this year. So it's not happening this year.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll believe it when I
Well,
see it.
yeah, you can't turn that
They-
course around
yeah.
in a year.
They have broken ground on the entertainment.
Right.
Well, there's that whole big
Yeah.
space. I mean, they've cleared
The
off,
River
like,
Creek Golf and
many-
Games Experience. So it's a 2-story climate-controlled hitting bays, digital scoring, and immersive play. 40 heated golf bays and VIP booths. There would be over 100 arcade games, pool tables, and a full restaurant and bar. So it's like Top Golf, going to be at the River Creek.
So
Top Golf
Like
is sick.
Launchpad,
Yeah.
I know the owner of Launchpad, Barry Ellert from Calgary, and
Yeah.
I've had him on my show a few times. He's coming to Edmonton.
Huh.
I was under the understanding that he had land down by Ellerslie.
I had heard that there was one going in on the south side.
100%. That's Barry Ellert Launchpad. Now, what the delay is right now, he's even had releases saying that public media releases saying it's going to be open in Edmonton. Now, when I heard the River Cree thing, I did wonder if they partnered. But you know, who knows? Who knows? But the other piece to it, though, is he has 2 launch pads in Calgary, one at Heritage Point and one at Mickelson
And
National.
do they do well?
Very well, but way better than the golf courses do.
Really?
Yeah. However, there's these. I want to know how in Edmonton they are going to get golf balls, because in Calgary they get Chinooks 2, 3, 4.
Sure.
Well, you tell me how many Chinooks they get in Calgary. 2, 3, 4, where the snow disappears,
Yes.
and then they can go get all their golf balls and sell them all again. Like if you in Edmonton, we don't get those. So starting right now, you're hitting balls out in the snow. If you're busy, you can't afford to not be able to pick up your golf balls. Like you'd have so many. You'd have to have millions of balls.
in ground heating of some sort, right?
That or
To keep
something
the
here.
snow off of the.
Or can you like bring the
course.
snow into an underground bay, like push it in with like a massive plow, which has like a grate where
and
the water
melt
drains
it
off,
and
but the balls stay on top?
That's not a bad idea.
Well, that sounds expensive.
Where there's a will, there's
Right,
a way.
but like if your whole place is already heated, you're already spending on the heating part of that. So if you just get a big plow that's just constantly going out there pushing the snow inwards.
The other thing
maybe.
too with the snow on the ground though is that a lot of those games that you're playing at Topgolf require you to hit into
The target.
target zones,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
so
Launchpad doesn't have things like that. It's just targets that you hit at. They're things you aim at. Like Topgolf, I've never actually been at a Topgolf.
Top
myself,
golf is
but,
amazing.
But,
Mike.
but I believe you're actually hitting things and getting points if you hit them.
Yes.
Launchpad, you're not.
RCGolfingGames.com is the website to find like the full video of what they're
Right.
doing with the golf and all of that.
remote control,
Remote control.
RC.
Oh.
Isn't that what that's what?
I wonder when they will close though and stuff. Because Calgary's -20
See, Top Golf is like.
with Launchpad.
Have you done Top Golf
Yes.
before? It's phenomenal, Murray. Like
Yeah,
it is
I've
great.
heard
It's like
that.
3 or 4 levels. It's bars. There's a pool at the Vegas one. There's
they're
music.
struggling.
Yeah.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're going
Really?
bankrupt.
Callaway bought it, spent a pretty penny.
Yeah.
They're losing money.
Wow.
Big time.
It's not going to exist very much longer.
Yeah.
When I was there in Scottsdale, it was like there was a huge birthday party that I was there for, but then there was like date night. There were bros just getting wasted and people playing video games. There's like
one
a
in
nightclub in there.
Scottsdale is really
it is really nice. Yeah.
Well, years ago,
They sold Topgolf 3 weeks ago to Callaway for $1.1 billion.
Wow.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah. But they were
already
struggling with it big
partnered,
time.
Jeez.
years ago, I went down. I can't remember. It's called Golf Fanatics now. It used to be called Golf Canada Center in Calgary. They were open year round with heated stalls. I mean, nothing like the Top Golf or Launchpad, but you can still do it. So when I built that range building of the ranch, I was contemplating doing a 2-decker
Right.
with heaters and keep
Yes.
it open year round. So I went and met with the owners of that place and to get an understanding of what they do. And so when it snowed, they had like on their ball picker carts, they would attach like big wood like logs or I don't know, like railway ties or something.
Sure.
And so they drive the whole range like packing the snow down, so it wouldn't be fluffy. So then the balls would sit on top of
Yeah,
the
so you could still
of it,
pick
so you
them
could
up
still
on.
go pick them up. And they'd obviously not get all the balls, but then the Chinook would come and go down, and then they take the like the railway tie or whatever off the back of the cart, put on the range picker, and then go and pick the balls, and then they clean them up and reuse them. So, and so when that's what they do. I'm thinking, how in the heck can I do that at the ranch? And so I'm like, so I built a much smaller range building.
You just need to just put a Quonset over top.
Well, yeah,
The old golf dome.
golf dome.
Bring back the golf dome.
It was ahead of its
I was
time.
going to show you.
But here's an article inside the
Whose
rise and
setup
fall
is
of
this?
Topgolf and why Callaway's walking away.
That's
It didn't go well. I can send you the article after. Is it there?
So-
That's paid.
So
So
Callaway
it's
just
not open to the public, but
burnt
we
$1
have
billion.
that in our sunroom, the banquet room off the end of the deck. It's for the TaylorMade Performance Center,
Right.
and for me and our staff to use. So I go in there and practice. Like I don't have to make an appointment. I just walk down there and I practice like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could play.
That's
games.
way better than having it at your house.
Yes. Well, and I could play games. I don't. I just practice
You just use it as a range.
to practice. Yeah.
And do you find that it's accurate enough? Because like yesterday, I'm my wedge and my 9-iron numbers are not what the simulator is telling me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not hitting a 9-iron 150 yards.
Well, to be honest, I don't love
sure?
playing indoor golf.
In real
because
golf,
it's not
no.
real.
But in the simulator, 100%.
Oh, great round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that it's not as accurate as it. That's why I just practice, because I get very frustrated when you play
So
on the
what do
course.
you-
It's like,
right,
that's not real. And then putting really sucks.
The putting's tough.
Yeah. So I don't.
So
love
you
it.
just set the gimmies at like 10
10
instead
feet.
of 5.
Right.
That's
so then
generous.
you just hit it into the
But it's
I'm playing with my kids.
Oh, okay.
But it also
impossible.
counts as a stroke type
Yeah,
thing.
it does
Right.
count it as a
So
stroke.
just
Yeah.
get the weight and get it in the circle and be done with
Yeah.
it. Putting doesn't even really count.
Yes.
I think we do.
You're not going to learn it.
5 feet.
Old
I'm not gonna
Gil
learn.
says you hit into a net that's above the ground, that it rolls back into the main building, is what he's heard.
Oh.
At the river
So
green, at least.
then there'll be a net, so the snow is just going to fall through. and then the ball's going to be on this net, and it's just going to roll down.
Was
Smart.
West
That is a
Edmonton
pretty
Mall-
smart little setup.
West Edmonton Mall used to have a driving range on the
did.
roof, right?
Yep.
So how did
On
they,
the roof?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the roof. It was the entrance was over by
netted.
the water park. I
I
want to
have I
say
never heard this.
I want to say I went there once and hit balls, but I'm trying to remember. I think they had like nets up, and that's how the ball.
They were
got the
fully
ball.
netted.
Yeah.
West Edmonton Mall.
I kind of remember that.
Okay, Maddie, I got to bail.
Yeah,
in
I was about to
5
say
minutes.
you've got to get going.
Sorry to leave you early. I have another event
You're a busy man.
to tend to.
No, they don't.
I
have
did
the
want
picture of it.
to. The only thing I wanted to bring up is, can you ask the Dusty and Eric? Did they mess with the ticker length? It's way longer, isn't it?
I think it's more
No,
generous.
they didn't. The ticker length.
Today's went on forever.
I'd have to go. I don't think.
I'll go talk to Dusty.
It takes a lot of work to change that a little bit. I don't think they have the time. They would want to do that.
Because it's on the hot button.
Yeah,
on the
like it
board.
was when we took the audio from 1260 to the new to here. The first ticker we had for some reason was quicker. We don't know why, but it was quicker. And then there is the one they're using is the standard one from 1260, I believe. So, Josh, where could people catch up with you?
You can watch me on CTV News at 5 and 6 this
we go.
evening. You can also go to ctvedmonton.ca and read the weather blog I write every morning. It's usually posted by about 8 a.m. Or you could watch the Weather Blast video that we post up every afternoon.
Follow them on Twitter.
You can follow me on Twitter as well. I'm not as active there, but you will get all the links to all the blogs and the blasts.
It's just nice, easy way to get that stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in. Good luck
No,
to the
thanks
Knicks.
for having me.
Good luck to the Knicks. And we didn't even talk
Great seeing you
Jets.
as always.
Well, there was not
Well,
much to
not
talk
much
about.
I don't
talk
think any of
about
us
it.
want to talk about our football teams
Not
right now.
much
So
to talk
My
about.
team
we're all good.
Sucks.
Yeah. So I was disappointed though that you didn't tell me we're going to have an early spring and March is going to be amazing. We'll open like March 24th, but
If anybody tells you that, don't trust them. They're lying.
Okay.
They have no idea. No one knows.
All right.
No one knows
Fine.
that far away.
all
Yes.
right.
It's gonna be cold later.
If
this week,
anyone
though.
would though, it would be you.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I don't.
Okay.
All right.
See you, Josh.
See you, Josh.
Good luck to the Knicks.
Good to see you,
They
brother.
don't need luck. They don't need luck.
It'd be great if it could be
Captain Clutch.
Knicks Lakers NBA Cup final.
You know what's great is we have a closet for jackets. You guys are putting them on the floor in the
That's
studio.
my personal closet right there.
Oh boy.
It's nice, easy to get to.
Yeah, sure.
Well, Josh, you can walk by.
I have to go.
There he goes.
Yeah, we're all good.
Yeah.
Portions of this hour of the Hangout Air brought to you by the High
See
Product
you, Josh.
Market,
Someone
official merch
bring up
partner.
how color coordinated Tommy is.
Somebody did do that earlier, actually.
Nice.
The High Product Market, official merch partner of EST promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out, thehighproductmarketing.com. That was Josh Classen, who's off to an engagement. We got Tom Gazzola, McCourt, Matt Iwanyk with you here. Lock Shop coming up at 11. We've got the oil stream today, EST Afternoons, and the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. That will take you up until 6 o'clock right here on EST. This is the Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada's storage experts. More than 2 decades helping Canadians through life transition. Canadian storage provider. Be sure to buy Canadian. Your Cowboys.
Yeah.
My Ravens,
Well,
Cards, the Jets.
Oh, God.
the
it's
only
not
thing
hard.
I'll
where we
say
want
about
our
my
teams to
Cowboys,
be.
I wanted them to win because they got on those 2 wins in a row. They played 4 games in 16 days. They ran out of gas. I mean, whatever. It's an excuse, but four games in 16 days, that's not normal.
Football wise, I'm just happy my U are in the playoffs.
Whatever.
Miami Hurricanes, Texas A&M. Let's do it. December 20th, 10 a.m. Let's go. Carson Beck, get us that win.
We've been talking on the show for the last few Mondays about how broken the NCAA is with football. Oh, all of it is. Mm-hmm. At least 7 teams, I think I read this morning, have said, no, we're not going to play in bowl games. We're just done. Like, how crazy is that?
That's
they
wild.
get paid a lot of money to go play in bowl games.
No, they
but
don't. Not
They
those
don't
low
anymore?
ones. No, not those bottom ones. They never did.
Oh.
There was a money loser.
For the team to go as a money loser? Oh,
For a lot of those lower ones, because as schools, you have to like commit to a certain amount of tickets and you have to pay. Like it's not actually that. Like, yeah, if you go to the big bowl game, sure. Like Notre Dame passing on a bowl game is a big deal.
wow.
But the rest, a lot of them aren't part of it. Is also like they're losing so many players to the transfer portal. What's the point in playing?
Right, because it's not your real team. But I don't. But that's part of why it's so broken that happens.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's messed up.
And like Notre Dame, was that just
They're upset that they didn't go to the playoffs.
Yeah, because
they got knocked out for Miami. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just being big.
Don't lose
babies.
to Miami.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Head-to-head records should matter. I'm sorry, equal records, equal competition. Hurricanes look better in those games than against Miami, against the same opponents. One of the common opponents, Pittsburgh, the coach said Miami's a better team than Notre Dame. And in the end, the big thing, Miami beat Notre Dame at the start of the season. Head-to-head record matters.
Yeah.
Suck it up, Notre Dame.
My team, I'm an Oklahoma guy. We've got to play Alabama again. We just beat Alabama a month ago. Why are we going to play them again?
Or OU or OSU?
Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
The Sooners.
Sooners, yeah.
Boomer Sooner.
That it is funny
Go
though,
Pokes.
because like you have those group of 5 teams that go in. So you got James Madison and you got Tulane making it, the Green Wave, home of Nick Anderson, and like a couple of those teams. What is it? Oregon and Ole Miss. They get those 2 schools, and then Oklahoma's like, but we get Bama.
Yeah.
Like, why are we getting Bama here? Like, we're one spot away from this guy, and they're getting a Group 5 team, and we have to go against Bama.
Yeah.
Yeet.
I can't wait for the playoffs though. But yeah, no, I'm glad that they did it with Miami. It was that's a Hurricanes fan. It's the right choice. I'll say that. I'm biased, but at the same time, head-to-head record should matter. You can't. To me, if they put Notre Dame ahead of Miami, even though Miami beat Notre Dame and they have the exact same record, it just doesn't make sense.
I agree.
So I'm glad the committee got it right in the end with that one.
Although some people disagree with you, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
I will say this. I feel like what I've seen online, and I've been watching it a lot over the last week, is that generally the non-biased, non-connected to Miami Notre Dame college person out there was saying it makes more sense to put Miami over Notre Dame because they beat them.
Yeah.
And it was more Hurricanes and Notre Dame when the fans were going at it. That was Notre Dame fans trying to be like, no, we deserve to go. Although there's an argument that could be made that it should have been Notre Dame and Miami going instead of Bama. 3-loss team.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
fair.
not that they just lost the SEC championship game this past weekend. They got blown out.
Yeah.
They didn't score a point through 3 quarters. That there should be a consequence for that.
And my Sooners already beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we have to play them again?
That I could have understood an argument that if Notre Dame and Miami both went in and Bama went out, but TV baby can't keep the SEC out of that and can't keep Alabama. Just go to 16 teams and leave it there. 12 is a weird number. 12 sucks. Go to 16.
I'm glad Classen sat here and not here, because if he would have seen those shoes on you, those are Boston Celtics shoes.
I know.
He would have lost his marbles on you.
Look how clean they are.
They're just they're not my Boston Celtics shoes. They're
Well, they sure
just
look
green
like it.
shoes. I know.
Yeah,
Keeping them fresh.
I'm impressed.
Thank
But
you.
you matching too. Green hat, green shoes.
Socks don't match.
Well,
But I have Christmas socks, and I'm not moving away from my Christmas socks. All December, I just wear Christmas socks. They could clash. I don't care. It's Christmas time.
Yeah. Oh, you still got the ankle socks going.
I don't own socks that aren't ankle socks.
Oh man.
Yeah, I refuse to wear. Even when I wear suits, I'm still wearing ankle socks. I'm not wearing.
Yeah, you can do
long
that.
socks.
It's a good look.
Ankle socks.
With the suit and stuff, like if you have the right shoes and all that, yeah.
Yeah, but even the wintertime, forget it. I'm not wearing long socks unless I going out to shovel. When I went out and shoveled this weekend, I put on some long warm socks that I had from when I went to an outdoor football game in -30. I went and bought some really warm socks, so I keep them for shoveling.
Some thermal gear.
Yeah,
Was this a Grey Cup game?
it was, and they still didn't keep I had socks on, like one pair of normal socks on, and then these big ones in my feet were still ice cubes in the boots.
I got nice boots this year. They've worked. They worked in Winnipeg. They worked this weekend when I needed them. I'm very happy with them. Big winter boots. Like I'm not wearing them all the time. It's like, and if I'm going outside in cold weather for a period of time, I'm wearing these boots now, and it's.
What are they, like Sorels?
No, I didn't even go that high.
No.
So I don't know which brand they were, but they're keeping my feet warm.
Nice.
It's nice.
My kid lost a pair of gloves at school, so we don't know if we're going to get them back. So we had to go buy him some new gloves. Holy crap! My kid's 7, $85 for the gloves. We went to Sport Check, and it was like $85 for a pair
Really?
of gloves for a 7-year-old. I mean, he don't
Yeah.
get him big. He'll probably wear them until he's like 11, but he's 7 years old. He's going to lose them. I'm like,
So I get
holy
the string that
crap.
goes around the
Yeah.
jacket.
I lost a pair of gloves this year, so Luke's not the only one.
All right.
Yeah, it only lasted like 2 months for me.
Are they, yours $85 too?
No, $35.
30,
Simon's.
How are my kids $85?
I don't know. I went to
just bought some
Simon's.
gloves for $50 at
See, I
Bass
blame
Pro Shop.
I blame my wife then, because she just goes for the expensive of everything. Not fair. Next time my kid needs gloves, you're taking them shopping.
Go to Simon's. Yeah.
Why isn't Simon's expensive?
It has expensive stuff, but it also has more like lesser price stuff. Like if you get their house brand, these gloves were the house brand. They're good. They're fuzzy. They're good.
I assume Sport Check would be not $85.
Sport Check has expensive stuff.
You get Bass Pro Shop.
Mark's
Bass Pro Shop. That's an interesting idea.
It's formerly Cabela's. Well, people go on ice fishing or hunting and stuff. They need to keep their hands warm.
Right, but then are they crazy expensive then?
That's where I bought mine for $50.
Cabela's
They had
is
all
gone.
sorts of different ones. Well, they bought out Cabela, so it's still. But it's
okay,
It's
gotcha.
Bass Pro Shop. Officially, I think it's like Cabela's at Bass Pro Shop or something like along those lines.
those
But it's
are
Bass Pro Shop now,
Really neat stores. There's some cool stuff in there.
and they have Santa there.
Of course.
You know what, Tommy?
What?
Your post-game shows are not as exciting when the Oilers pound teams.
It was very calm.
They're kind of boring.
Oh, thanks, Marie.
We gotta get back. The Oilers gotta start losing again, so I can be more entertained listening to your post-game show.
They've only won 2 in a row for the 4th time this season. So there's been a lot of yelling and screaming and anger and frustration. But now we have people asking if they're back, and
I hate that.
They
too
never
soon.
left. No,
Too soon.
I don't think it is. They played well against Tampa, lost in overtime. They played well against Florida. They got a
won.
victory. Got destroyed by Dallas. Played well against Seattle. Played well and lost to Minnesota. Played well against Seattle. Played well against Winnipeg. Their actually run of play of the last while is one bad game.
It has improved.
Well, yeah, but to say they're back,
I think is still
is
too early.
It's a little premature
Yeah.
for that. I mean,
Maddie's right. They're getting towards
sure,
it.
they're playing better, but I mean, as I've been jumping up and down, people just need to calm down. This is like they're not going to play this bad for the entire season, and it's starting to turn around. I mean, it's going to be so interesting to see what happens because some of the issues that they have had when they weren't playing as well aren't going away. There's still flaws here and there.
Yeah.
And even though they went to Stanley Cup final 2 years in a row, they're still not going to be happy with the goaltending if it doesn't get changed, even though it's turning around a little bit with Stu anyways.
Pickard was okay.
We let in 4 the other day.
I know.
Even though they win 9-4, I look at that game and go, you don't win giving up 4 very often in the NHL. And it happens, and it did.
Yep.
But 4 is a lot to give up. So, I mean, did they play better? Yeah, sure, they scored 9 goals. That's a great offensive performance. Defensively, you give up 4.
But are you playing as hard? Are you making that extra little stretch as a goalie when your team's up the way it is?
I don't know.
Like where you might tweak something like that. That's just one. Or like I'm often you see blowouts, and then it's like football. You have that big lead. Yeah, you give up some garbage touchdown points. To me, that's just garbage goals.
Yeah, well, maybe, but I mean, it's still not a good look. 4 goals on the Oilers with what they've been doing all year. It's not a good look. Sure, and on your post game, I mean, it was all happy, joy, because they pumped a team 9-4.
Lots of happy, joy.
But it's still a concern giving up.
But that's why I don't think they're back yet.
Yeah,
Because there's still areas that are fixable or need to be addressed, and maybe with practice time they'll actually get to work on some things. But yeah, there has been some improvement, but we'll see. I mean, how are they going to handle Buffalo? Buffalo smacked them around a couple of weeks ago,
Buffalo
right?
smacked a few teams around.
I know.
Buffalo, like we keep talking about, the parity in this league is absolutely insane right now.
Did you watch the Hawks last night?
Until I turned it off.
Well, I mean, Anaheim just destroyed them. I was flipping while I was at my parents' place for dinner, but my dad was flipping between that Ducks Blackhawks game and then the football game, and every time we flipped it over back to the hockey game, Chicago was getting scored on.
They didn't show up.
The shots were like 40-9 at one point.
Yeah, it was absolutely. I turned it off. I couldn't even watch it
Yeah.
anymore. It was that painful. But so 2 games in a row now. We lost 6-0 to the Kings the day before. The day before. It was back to back. We lost 13-1 in
Aggregate.
and Saturday, Sunday. And so the Kings, we dominated them in the first period. It was 0-0 after the first period. And then all hell broke loose, and then all hell continued to break loose yesterday. So, but it's the same thing. Like, should Chicago be, oh my God, the world's going to end because we had 2 bad games? No. We got a 5-game road trip. This was the last 2 games of 5-game road trip. They're 1, 2, 2, and 1.
Okay.
On the road trip. So got 3 out of a 4-game road trip. So 3 out of a possible 8 points. Who cares what the scores were in those 2 games? Like, it's not terrible. It's not ideal. 2-1 and 1 would be a little better, obviously. But
I mean, watching that game last night, it just seemed like every time Anaheim touched the puck, they were dangerous.
But two games before that, they got pumped like 7-1 or Anaheim did. Let me look that up.
Yeah, to Utah.
Is it Utah? Like, do you remember exactly what the score was?
7-0.
7-0. So that's the NHL right now. There's so much parity. If you don't have your A game on any given night, someone's going to steamroll you.
Well, that was the Jets, 3-4 with travel the other night here in Edmonton.
And they get absolutely pumped. And they don't have a goaltender right now. So, I mean, that's the ebbs and flows of the parity that's going on. Like, bring your A game or you are at risk of getting absolutely pumped.
And the schedule's brutal, too, for everybody.
Absolutely. So that was 3 games and 4 nights for the Hawks on a road trip. And, yeah, it happens to everybody. So they got pumped. Who cares? I mean, they're going to... I mean, they've been solid all year. They're not... I mean, I don't still think they're going to make the playoffs, but they're hanging around and having competitive games. So it's the same thing with the Oilers. I mean, yeah, they sucked for a while. They were sneaking out some wins. They were hanging around, but not playing great. Oh, now they're starting to play a little better.
They're a playoff team at this moment. And with all those games in hand, teams have caught up. Like, they've played those games in hand, and the Oilers are a playoff team. And that's why, like, I was never worried.
Me neither.
This entire, like, all these people, there's so many people out there, and I kept saying, why? Why are we worried here? Why is anyone worried here? Like, it's right now, the Oilers, as bad as people want to say that they've played, they're first wild card team.
Yeah.
They are 2 points out of a playoff spot in the Pacific.
But, Matty, like, the case about them being a bad team is when you go into how they've gotten to this 31 points in 29 games. Defensively, not strong. Goaltending, spotty. Outside of a couple of forwards letting it up, not a lot of depth scoring. And there's some elements where it's starting to turn around, but that's, I think, for some, where outside of, like, the results of where they were when they were so up and down for the first 23 games, let's call it, the signs and indicators were bad. There's still a negative goal diff. Like, that's not a good thing.
Sure, but I'll go back to the regular season doesn't matter in that point. It's about getting in the playoffs, and it's completely different once the playoffs happen. And we've seen that from this team, that they're a different team once the playoffs come around. So it's why get worried about games in October, November when this team's going to be there in April, May, and June, and that's what we're going to evaluate their season off of. We're not, again, last year, we didn't talk about those good games in the early of the season. We talked about them losing the LA King or the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup final. That's what it comes down to. So, like, this extra panic was just a little too soon. But we also were getting conversation about, well, the Oilers missed the playoff.
Well,
I never thought so.
Not for a second. I mean, the other piece to them playing a little bit better lately is Connor and Leon. They're playing their best hockey of the year. So
you're welcome.
That they win a few more games. But look at Florida Panthers right now. I mean, they were last 3 or 4 days ago, 5 days ago. They were last place in the East. They've won 2 in a row. Yeah. So now they're climbing. They're going to get Kachuk back pretty quick and whatnot. So, I mean, is Florida going to make the playoffs? Hell yeah. Do they have potential to go on a run? Yeah. I want them to suck because my Blackhawks have their first-round draft pick this year. But, that's a good hockey club. They've had a crappy start. Yep. It happens.
That is true. Brandon from Windsor wants me to ask you who we is.
It depends on what sport we're talking about.
I know. I'm just teasing.
The other piece to the Oilers, like my biggest concern for them is long term with Numbnuts being their GM, with the Frederick signing and the Wallman contract, which are both going to be complete albatrosses. But I don't know. It's it still comes down to it's Stanley Cup or bust for the Edmonton Oilers this year. Period. If they don't win a Stanley Cup, 99% of the city is going to say this season is a complete and utter failure. And they're going to start pointing fingers at this, at the other. And we all know where the finger is going to get pointed. If they don't win the Stanley Cup and they don't make a change at goaltender, then the city's going to say, "See, we told you couldn't win with that goaltending tandem, and you can't win with that. You can't win against that argument." But the goaltending was good enough to get them the Stanley Cup final 2 years in a row. If they don't win, it's all going to get pointed right there and whatnot. So I still think they have to make a change because if otherwise, I mean. I don't necessarily think they should have to, but they do.
Yeah,
perception.
I know. I mean, it's not as immediate as some people were thinking it was going to be, like, over the weekend. Talked to a Penguin scout that was at the game the other night, and I'm like, so you guys aren't trading your goalie here, huh? I obviously said that facetiously. Yeah. And he goes, yeah, we had like a 3-hour meeting on Thursday, and that particular rumor and trade was not even discussed. And actual trades for that goaltender weren't even discussed in the 3-hour meeting with the hockey ops staff. Yeah. So I don't know where people are getting this.
People are just making it up.
I don't want to get into that one.
Anyway,
I want to blast a couple of Twitter accounts out there for some of that stuff right now.
I'm just saying, like, it was, and then Oilers brass were like, oh God, here we go again. So that was never a thing. Like,
of course it wasn't.
Yeah,
well,
they've asked about
they
that
think
goalie,
that they have insiders. Oh, I heard this from somebody else, and I'm not talking. That one's not even 2 months. I'm talking about there. Somebody else was like, oh yeah, I'm hearing this, and this is the indicator. Well, no, it hasn't happened.
Yeah,
like. And now to the other one where it's like, okay, this trade, you can't now, if the Oilers trade for Jarry in a week, you can't say I was right. Because it said the deal was done.
Yeah.
Which if a deal is done, you're not waiting to make that deal.
Yeah.
It happens then and there. But then they go cry when they get something, they get ripped. And then when they get one thing right, they keep, let's say we got this one right.
Yeah.
And then they the thing about the top insiders, the Elliot Freemans of the world, when Bob McKenzie was on all of them, they find how many times they actually get something wrong.
Not often.
Like, it's very rare.
Yeah.
And they don't have to then sit there and be like, well, when they get one wrong, I was right about this, this, and this. They just like, yeah, we got it wrong. But their percent of getting it right is so high that we can handle the rare misses that they do have. But then you got these other ones out here that probably they hit one or two things and then everything else is a miss. And then the whole Twitter world's all focused on this. And people like you and Rashog and them have to follow up on whether this is actually a thing or not. And it's not a thing.
No.
Well, we said it on Hello Hockey when we had Pagniot on, and the night before when all these rumors were kicking up, alleged rumors, whatever. Dave's like, I'm not even going to text Dubas. This is so stupid.
When those
so
guys,
he texts an agent, and the agent's like, no, there's nothing.
When those guys say done deal, basically it's happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times they've gotten those ones wrong. The interest and all that stuff's different. But when you're saying done deal, we should be getting ready for that announcement in the next 24 hours. And if it doesn't come, like, you're completely wrong. So what are we doing here?
It's quick clickbait. They're just trying to get followers and stuff. I mean, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope, man. Anyway, we laughed about it. Oilers brass was laughing about it. Like, oh my God, rolling their eyes. And then my buddy from the Penguins pro scouting staff was like, yeah, that nothing like that even came up in a 3-hour meeting we had yesterday. And I was like,
or how about the people, the way that Stu and Calvin embraced after that one game?
God.
Oh, the way they embraced. Well, one of them's getting traded. There's a different embrace than normal. Like,
Murray,
come on.
Murray, I've seen them bro hug like that in the locker room after a game.
But how people can turn that into one of them is getting traded is just sheer lunacy.
Silly. Anyway. Yeah. Lunacy is right. You summed it up perfectly.
Yeah.
So there's that. That's a thing.
Need to get to over under for Play Alberta. Download the app, visit playalberta.ca. Eagles at Chargers tonight. Big game for both these football teams.
Is the Saquon early bird bet, like, if you're going to sprinkle the EST Sports $50 free bet, is that the safest, do you think? I think it's at plus 120.
120. You got the Reed Wilkins, Trent Frederick goal.
That one I think is left over.
Reed Wilkins picked Frederick to get a goal.
No, it was like a plus 1,000.
Yeah. Well, it's plus 540. I don't know.
Then
if
it got voided.
I don't know if that's going up. Just it's going to stay up until it goes till like for each game moving forward.
I don't know. I thought it was a leftover from
Jay
Saturday.
And all of that. And then Jay's play of the day is already up actually. Hurts touchdown and the Eagles to win.
That one's at 140.
But the line is the Eagles minus 2.5, I think. So they are the road favorites in this one. Over under whether the Eagles win by 2.5. Over, they win by more than 2.5. Under, they lose or win by a little under 2.5.
Wow. I think Philadelphia could still implode here. I got
Really?
the Chargers. Yeah.
And
I hate
Herbert
Philadelphia,
with he's got his non-throwing hands all banged up.
Yeah.
He is playing.
He is going to play, right?
Yeah.
I would love an Eagles victory, so I'm going to take the over.
Why
Just
do-
to keep
why-
the
Over
Ravens
2.5?
closer.
Oh.
Yeah, just to keep the
Oh,
Ravens closer to
Ravens,
play. Like
yeah.
the Ravens can still make the playoffs. They basically almost have to run the table the rest of the way.
And Chiefs lose again last night.
Yeah.
They're done.
I did
And the
see
Dolphins are right with the same record with the Chiefs and the Ravens right now.
What?
Dolphins are on this run up right now.
Yeah.
It's
Bad luck.
yeah, like the Ravens still have a shot because they play the Steelers one more time in the last game of the season. If they go beat Bengals next week, which they the Patriots and Green Bay, if they could snag one of those wins. The Steelers have, who do they have that I feel it will be a loss? Well, they got the Dolphins this weekend, so maybe the Dolphins could surprise, but they have someone else that I think is a difficult opponent for them. But maybe it comes down to the last game for the Ravens, maybe because the division is so crap. But
I'll take the over on tonight with Philly. I think they'll win.
they'll win by like a field goal.
Bad attitude, Tommy.
Well, I don't know. I'm more worried about this. Like, what do I do with my free bet tonight? Is it the Saquon? I think it's the Saquon I make the play on. I'll have to talk to Dusty.
EST Sports, deposit 50, get a free $50 sports bet over at Play Alberta.
I got a question for you guys.
Shoot.
Shadir Sanders. He threw for 320 and 3 touchdowns yesterday. I mean, they lost.
Against the Titans.
Right. Yep.
Like Shadir Sanders, what ended up going in the 6th round? He was projected as a 1st round pick. He ends up going in the 6th round. Like, what the heck did he do to fall down that far? And he comes out and he's like, the first game he played like 3 weeks ago, he was awful.
Yeah.
320 with 3 TDs is pretty good.
That's huge.
A rookie 6th round draft pick.
My guess. I don't know. Like it's all the hoopla around him, right? Like,
Sure.
didn't they overinflate his stock a little bit?
He wasn't good in Colorado.
Yeah. So
Colorado was a decent team, but I mean, they had him.
They were
and
a little over
Travis
500.
Hunter.
they got their asses kicked a bunch of times, but it was because of Dion being there. I'm wondering if that was probably detrimental to his draft stock and how he felt, because that was crazy watching that.
It was unbelievable.
That's what I'm guessing. 'Cause, like too much of the show, too pompous, and then execs around the league all of a sudden paint you with a certain picture, and they're like, "Oh, we're not taking you." I'm guessing that's my take on it. I don't deep dive on Shadir Sanders and all of that stuff.
A lot of arrogance.
Yeah,
Well, he definitely
I can
has
see that.
One of the touchdowns he threw yesterday, he went and got right in the face of one of the opponents and was chirping him, which
Shocking.
maybe something happened that he felt he needed to do that. But I mean, that certainly seems like a Shadir Sanders thing to do. Yeah.
I'm guessing that has something to do with it, but we'll see how it goes.
Also, great work by Lando Norris getting the F1 driver's title this past weekend.
Got his podium.
And with that, the CFL schedule tomorrow, I believe, comes out.
Oh,
Oh, I need to talk to you because on Wednesday, a couple of players.
Sweet.
Yep.
Do you know who?
I have an idea.
Do you want to say it?
There's like 4 guys
Oh,
that
okay.
it could
I see.
be. Yeah.
But yeah, the schedule I think is tomorrow comes out, so we get to see where that all goes.
And when is the Cody Fajardo signing?
It's got to be
Good
soon.
question.
The longer it goes, the more nervous I get. I said that
I
last
agree with
week
you.
too.
Yeah.
But here's a question for you guys. Cody Fajardo is a free agent. Bo Levi Mitchell is a free agent. Today, in this moment, who would you rather have as a quarterback that in your opinion, would give the Elks a better chance of success?
Bo.
Yeah.
So why aren't we having a conversation with Bo?
Because why would Bo leave Hamilton? They want Bo.
Sure. Why hasn't he signed there yet then? What's the rush? I mean,
But wait till February. We're not in free agency yet.
Right.
If there's
Yeah.
2 free agents there, the other part to that is Bo's probably going to command a little bit more than Cody. So if salaries are the same, I would take Bo.
Yeah.
But if Bo's going to cost me an extra $75K, I might take Cody because then I can get another receiver or something.
Sometimes the deals are done too, and they just tuck them away in
they're in the
drawer kind of thing.
So,
later, yeah.
But if all things are equal, okay, it's free agency, they're going to be relatively similar numbers. Yeah, I'd shift focuses to Bo, no problem.
So, and Hamilton surely wants him, but my question on Bo is, what is his relationship with our coach?
And that might be why you stick with Cody.
Yeah.
Well, maybe his relationship is tight. He was
Oh,
in
I see,
Calgary
because they were in
together.
Calgary
They
too.
were in
Yeah.
Calgary
Well,
together.
Huff going to Toronto. That's a weird one.
That is a weird one.
That's it for the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage. Yeah, it's 10:54. Got to wrap it up now.
Jeez.
Time flies.
Tomorrow or next week, we can talk a lot more Canadian Football League when we have the schedule. We can see what the Elks are going to have. What's their season going to look like? Thank you to Josh Classen, who was here earlier, Murray McCourt, Tom Gazzola and Matt Iwanyk. Thank you to everyone for tuning into the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage. We've got Lock Shop coming up next. We've got Oil Stream. We've got EST Afternoons. We've got the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Mill. That's all until 6 o'clock right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports presented by Play Alberta. On behalf of Classen, Murray, Tommy, I'm Matt. Thanks for tuning in. Lock Shop coming up in just a few minutes. We'll see how Huss is feeling after his Chiefs lost last night to the Texans. That's coming up. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go.
There you go, right in front of the camera.
First time guest, long time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Gazzola with here. Joining us today,